All right. We want to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Hey, double honors to all apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth. That's constantly ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushai. Shalom to the Bukarium, to the elect brethren that's constantly pushing this word in truth and sincerity. That's not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns. You know, shalom to the Israelite form of those that may look like the other nations, but your seed line goes back into our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom to the Aquas, the few sisters, okay? And as always, we got to give honor and glory to those holy names, especially in times that we are living in. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, for opening our minds, giving us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the last days that we are living in, okay? Because we truly are living in the last days, all right? America's declining. America's on its way out. The Edomite man, okay, the self-proclaimed white man, he's getting ready to besiege these Americans, okay? The faith that the Lord has placed on his men is being highly exalted in the last days, okay? Righteousness is overcoming wickedness. All the lies and deceptions are being exposed, okay? And it's all due to this truth being declared in the last days, because what the Lord wanted the house of David to be rebuilt back up in the last days, okay? The Lord wanted his people to come back under one body, which is Yahushai, okay, as him being our heads, okay? And for us to preach and speak in one consent, okay? For the end of this man, because we're actually paving the way like John the Baptist for our Lord to be brought back. Everybody talks about Yahushai, you know, which the world calls him Sweet Jesus. His true name is Yahushai. He's going to be the one that's going to be returning in the second coming, okay? Right. By the ways of ships, what they call UFOs, which are actually chariots according to the Bible. That's how the Lord is going to return, and he's coming with a heavenly host, an army that is going to bring down this beast, all right? That's going to bring down the self-proclaimed white man in the last days. Everything that's unfolding is all to the ushering of Yahushai's return. Okay, so let's jump into it out.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right. The truth which so long has been hid shall be declared, okay? We're in a time where the truth is being highly exalted throughout the planet Earth, be it a way of the internet, the prophets, all right? Yahweh Shai has established his men, gave them understanding, okay? Starting with our apostles and elders, you know, their elders, all right? Started to reveal the 12 tribes, okay, which is important, all right? Because this is how we identify ourselves to know who we are in the last days. Because what? Corruption is what was exalted in this place. All right, because what? The one that's ruling right now, Esau Edom, he has pushed forth lies and deception throughout the whole world, having us believe that we are Negroes, Hispanics, we're Native Americans, Seminole Indians, okay? We're nothing but just lowly people that needed to be civilized, and that we needed to you know, be helped to understand how to run society and to do better ourselves. No, all right. When it comes down to the scriptures, we're actually the greatest people on the planet Earth. Okay, we're the greatest people on the planet Earth. Civilization did not start with the Edomites, man. All right, civilization started with us, man. Okay, but it was a falling away that took place to where we forgot everything. But guess what? The Lord is now giving us a chance to come back unto our true heritage, all right? Giving us a state of remembrance. Go to 2 Peter 3:1, all right? And it's all due to this word being pushed out through the planet Earth to how we're waking up now in the last days, okay? And there's nothing that the Edomite man could do about it, okay? Because the Lord already had established that his people were going to wake up in the last days, all right? And prophesy and speak the truth to the whole world. Whether people don't believe, okay? Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
Right, by a way of remembrance, okay? These epistles, all right? So all these different videos that are being pushed out in the internet are now electric epistles, okay, that are being publicized, okay, for the word to go out, for our minds to be stirred up back into a way of remembrance, okay, so that way we could gain the knowledge again, okay, because of the times that we live in, all right. It's going to take for the elect to wake up by this word. Go to Baruch 5 and maybe 4, Baruch 5 and 4. All right, by this word, for us to be able to get out of captivity, okay, and for the Lord to destroy this place. And as we keep waking up, all right, because we are truly in the last final days, the Lord is going to bring forth great devastation to this place, okay, because it's always been about the children of Israel. Even though the Lord was angry with us for a small moment of time, okay, the Lord has always been for his people, and he wants his people to be gathered again. Yeah.
This is Baruch chapter 5, verse 4. It says, "For thy name shall be called of God forever, the peace of righteousness in the glory of God's worship. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One."
Read that part again, huh? Gathered again
It
to
says,
the east, to the west, gathered by the word of the Holy One. Okay, go ahead.
"And stand on
No. Read it from the top again.
Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High."
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Read it again now.
"Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High."
Right, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High. Okay, now we're starting to remember ourselves. Now we're starting to rehearse the righteous acts again, and this is what puts fear on the top elites of this society. Okay, not black culture, not pastors in this Christian church. Okay, Black Lives Matter. You know, not all these different organizations or these false religions that have been set up by the devil to cause more deception and to cause you further to be trapped, okay, in this place, okay, a false delusion. This word is what's actually liberating us from wickedness, man, okay?
Isaiah 54 and 4. "Fear not, thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth."
Right, because before the Lord woke us up, what were we in? A Gentile state of mind, okay? Now that we remember ourselves, now we're doing better, okay? Now we have the light, okay, as the scriptures are known for, and was what? Leading our steps now back into righteousness again, okay? We're not confounded, because what we're speaking is the absolute truth. The Lord said he's given us an unction to know all things, okay? We know the prophecies. We know the end of this place, okay? We understand who we are again. Our people are waking back up, okay? The devil can no longer lie to us anymore. He can no longer deceive us by his false education system, okay? You got different oppositions, all right? Vocab Malones, James White, the Edomites, you know what I mean? All different individuals out there that have been set up to try to cause confusion, to come against this thing, but there's no longer any way for you to confound the truth or righteousness anymore, because Yahweh Shai is working through his men now.
That's right.
"And shall not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore. For thy maker is shine, thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the Most High of the whole earth, shall he be called."
Right, Yahweh Shai, the Redeemer. He's redeeming back what? His people again, okay? He's redeeming us back again, and us being a widow, we were forsaken, okay? Because what? We made Yahweh Shai angry. That's how we got into this place, all right? The Lord said it was going to be a strange nation that was going to come against us, that was going to take us down, that was going to have us speaking in their language, okay? Have us following after their ways. We were going to be Hellenized, all right, turning to Gentiles. Right now, people are Americanized, okay? Following after these different so-called holidays, these pagan days that the devil has given you. Right now, people are getting ready to try to celebrate what's the October Halloween, you know, November what they celebrate Thanksgiving, all right?
The Deuteronomy 28:49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Right. And what's the main emblem of the Roman Empire? The eagle. Okay. What's the emblem of America? The eagle. Okay. So
On the money.
yeah.
Look on the money. See that eagle? Look on any post office, mailbox, the postal service.
Yeah.
What's the emblem? What does the postal service do? Deliver your mails and goods all across the nation.
That's right. That's right. So that same emblem, which they exalt, because the eagle is what? The highest flying bird, which is the proudest bird. Okay. So their characteristics as them being on high, they're the most proudest nation on the planet. All right. The tabernacles of Edom. Okay. The same people in the Roman Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, are the same people that are ruling today. Okay. That are doing what? Oppressing the children of Israel. Okay. In these times that we're living in. But now that we have this word, okay, now we understand that oppression that we're under, the Lord is about to liberate us from it, okay? And it all starts by us getting ourselves right by Yahweh, by Shema Shai in these last days.
Also, just a point on the eagle, right? The eagle is the highest flying bird. Sits the highest, flies the highest, sits up on the highest mountain, down on the prey. It's an apex predator. It swoops down. That's the same characteristic that America has. They swoop down on us into smaller nations.
And so,
They exalt themselves as the Most High. So what's going to take them down? The Most High, something higher than him.
That's right. Well, you know what? If you know it, real fast, since you said that, brother, grab me Psalm 17 and 11. Psalm 17, matter of fact, Psalm 17, 10 and 11. You know, that's a good precept just to back up your point. Because that's how the Edomites look down on us. And they look down on the rest of the world, okay? They feel like they're untouchable. They feel like they'll never go down. They feel like they're the hierarchy in the world. But no, they're actually the basis of men, according to the scriptures, all right? When you read to Daniel's 4 and 17, the Lord said he has set up the basis of men. He ruleth in the kingdom of men, okay? So this devil was only established for a particular time to rule, okay, to cause punishment to the children of Israel. But now that prophecy is being fulfilled, we at the end of this man's rulership, and that's why he's scrambling right now, okay?
These other nations call America the Great Satan.
Yeah.
So what you got to do? What you have to have done to a nation of people to make you to label you that?
Yeah.
You have to do some pretty diabolical shit.
Yeah. That's right. Go ahead, just to back up that brother point.
This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 10. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth.
Right. They have set their eyes, like the brother mentioned, the eagle being on top, looking down. They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth. So how do they classify us here in America? As just nothing but Hispanic speaking and Negro niggas. So they look at you Hispanics as niggas. They look at black people as niggas. That's how they look at us. That would nothing but just niggas from the ghetto, from the hood, okay, with nobodies. But when you go into the scriptures and you understand the history, you understand who the Lord is, okay, and you understand where the Lord came from and who his people are, you know that we the greatest people on the planet Earth. We the only people on the planet Earth that the the omnipotent power over the world, the galaxies, all right, that had Yahweh create everything, he's for us. Okay, this is something they don't tell you in the churches. They tell you that God loves everybody. God's for you. God's for you. Even you, in any other nation, God is for you. No, out of all the families of the earth, the only family that the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai knew was the children of Israel. All right, when you read about the stories of Moses, okay, leading the people out of Egypt, that was Israelites. Okay, you talk about you read about the stories of King David. Okay, Israelites. All right, the Heavenly Father is only for us, man. Let's see. Noise, man. The Heavenly Father is only for us, but they never taught us that. Right? They teach you that equality is everything. There's no such thing as the Lord wanting everybody to be equal with each other. Right? Saying always got to cause some type of confusion.
Verse 49 again. Says, back in Deuteronomy 2:49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young.
Right, no short favor to the young, okay? And the times that we living in, right now, they said that the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. You know, the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath real soon, man. Okay, the times that we living in, what are the prophets' job to do? It's to prophesy and speak on the things that are going to transpire before they happen, all right? And that's a part of the Lord causing this great awakening for the elect, the remnant, to get out of dodge of this man besieging you, entrapping you, because it's going to come a time that we're going to need protection from on high when this devil makes his ultimate move. He's right now he's encamping the borders, all right, cutting supplies, cutting everything off, all right, so you don't have avenues, all right, no place to run, no place to hide, all right. So while we in the midst of everything, what the Lord is doing, building us up, making us stronger, preparing our minds, okay? Allowing us to sound the alarm, present the message to those that are able to receive it, okay? There was more on that Isaiah 54. Yeah, there was more on that. Stop at verse 8. Yeah, Jeremiah 62, we're going to grab it in a second.
Verse 6, Isaiah 54:6. The Lord had called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth when thou was refused, said thy powers. For a small moment have I forsaken thee.
Right, for a small moment, all right? Because when we were scattered, you go into the time of 70 AD, all right, Titus besieging Israel, okay? You had Israel that actually fled into Europe. You had Israel that fled into interior parts of Asia, Africa, okay, to hide from the persecution, okay? So during that time, we started blending in, learning the name, learning the ways of the heathen, okay? We started ruling for a particular time, okay? Then the Lord had the Edomites come back, okay, enslave us over, bring us over to the shores of America, the southern kingdom tribes, okay? Conquer the northern kingdom tribes that was already over here, and then he established America, and now that is about to replay itself all over again, the besieging of Israel, man. All right? So we were forsaken, okay? Because now what had to take place? Can somebody go to 2 Thessalonians? I think that, what is that? Where the mystery of iniquity shall be revealed. It had to come and fall on the way first. It had to come and fall on the way first, okay? But now we're not forsaken anymore, okay? We're not forsaken anymore, all right? The Lord wanted his men to wake back up in the last days, man, okay? In order for us to get out of here, because he wants Yahweh Shai to come back, man. But see, the Heavenly Father being bound by his words, he can't skip over the prophecies. Everything has to play out according to the measurement of how Yahweh Shemel Shai set up things to be.
It's 1 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means.
Uh-huh.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right.
That man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, the son of perdition, all right, which is Esau, okay? Back in the Roman Empire, Paul didn't know that Esau, who was ruling in Rome, those were the Edomites, okay? So now we understand that the ones that are ruling today, they're the Edomites, right? The self-proclaimed white men, okay? They're the ones that are ruling, all right? And their rulership is almost up. We actually seeing the downfall of this man going down as we speak, man, okay? That's why he's trying to, his last little run, okay, is all about power, all about control. Okay, he already has everything else. He has the nations underneath his belt. He has all the resources. Okay, he has the Lord's chosen people. What else is going to get him off? Is power and is seeing the people suffer, all for his pleasure. Okay, wonder why he's forcing everybody to partake in this whole juicy juice situation, man. Okay. Which is all types of confusion going on throughout that, okay? And people losing their lives over running down to the devil for it, all right? There was a little bit more.
Yeah. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right, who opposed and exalted himself, okay? He exalted himself, all right? Because you have what, from 1619 to 1969, all right? When you read into the book of Obadiah, it talks about how Esau was going to set his nest amongst the stars. Okay, that was the start of the Great Awakening, because during that time was when Esau was able to get his satellites into the heavens. Okay, which there was called a Cold War at that time, right, between Russia and the United States, which the Sputniks actually won that part of the arms race, but in order for the United States to be the spearhead, they had to cause a massive deception, which was the false moon landing. Okay, and we know that there's no such thing as the moon landing because ain't been back since, right. And there's no way for the human body to be able to take that high density of radiation that is encircling around the Earth. Okay, the Van Allen belt. Okay, and then Abba Bivens, it was Abba Bivens, right? You know, you can explain it, bro.
Yeah, at that time, you had the Most High woke up Abba Bivens, who are the apostles believed to be Elijah. And when the scriptures tell you in Malachi that before the great dreadful day, that he'll send Elijah, the prophet, which was, if that's the case, then he's reincarnated and the school was open. Then you had other men that came after him that studied up under him, and that's when the floodgates got opened with the knowledge. The Most High started filling the knowledge with the 12 tribe sign was given. The knowledge of that was given to High Priest Ariah at the time. Yes. And then the knowledge just kept growing and growing, on down to our apostles of Great Millstone, and down to us. It's been handed to us. We've entered into their labor.
Let me grab that for you, bro. Malachi 4:5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Right.
You know, so going back what the brother said, you know what I mean? That was a part of the Great Awakening, right? Elijah being reincarnated back in this time to usher in the start of this man's downfall. Okay? Because this is important, man. That's why when you go into Revelations. Matter of fact, you want to grab that, bro? Revelations 11 and 8. Revelations 11 and 8. Okay. Once we started standing back upon our feet, great fear fell upon them, man. Go ahead.
This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right. Their dead bodies are not actually talking about people being physically dead. Okay. What is that in what is that? Proverbs. You know what it's that, bro? What in Proverbs? Where it say, "He that wandereth by the way of understanding, congregation of the dead." Keep reading that.
It says, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, our Lord being crucified here, okay? Because they don't want to show you the real image of Yahushua, all right? If they show you the real image of Yahushua, it would spark questions and concern in everybody's mind. Because the main image that they promote is Sesre Boshia, all right? Or Serapis Christos, which is a false god, a god that's not for the children of Israel. That's the main entity that they push in each church, whether it's Catholicism, whether it's Jehovah's Witness, okay, Mormons, Christianity. That's the God that they give you, okay? So they did what? They X'd out the Lord. They crossed them out, okay? Go ahead. They didn't mention what? Sodom?
It says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt because America is known by many different names, okay? All right? Sodom for what? The homosexuality, okay? Heavy laws that are pushed for that agenda for them to be open, okay, about their sexual preference, their desire, okay? Which is all unlawful according to the scriptures, all right? As the scriptures say, they declare their sins as Sodom. Like, oh boy, that's trying to say he want to be straight again. Nah, nigga, you a homo, bro. You's a fag. You can't change that. Lil Nas X, you know what I'm saying? Which Nas should be ashamed of allowing that nigga to have his name. Lil Nas. You know what I mean?
That's what that nigga named after?
Yeah. Lil Nas.
I knew his name was Lil Nas, but I didn't know he took that from as a tribute to Nas.
You know? Which he was set up for that homosexual agenda to deceive to get a large following for children, man.
He performed at a school full of elementary kids.
Yep. You know, amongst others. Okay. Read on. What does it say? It say, if you found out one to yeah, you can bring that right now.
Proverbs 21:16. The man that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Right. The men that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. So a lot of our people, okay, have wandered from the ways of righteousness. So what are they? They're spiritually dead now. Okay. That's why when Yahushua says, Yahushua said, arise, okay, arise from the dead. He talking about come out of that devil state of mind. Come back unto true knowledge, the true power, all right? Come back unto who you are. Get back into these scriptures, man. Understand who your power is. Understand who the enemy is, man. Okay? Understand who the other natures that have always been against you. Like I was watching that movie, Do the Right Thing, and then you had the three dudes that be sitting on the block, and then with the Benjamite dudes, like, I wonder how, he's speaking in the Benjamite voice, how is it that he just came to America and he already has a business? You know? Because the heathens, they're not under the curse as we are, man. They're not the people of the Most High, all right? They don't suffer like we suffer, okay? The curses will link us to know who we are, all right? The fact of what we go through in this society, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go with that, wondering not the way of understanding. This is Sirach 27:3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown.
Look, unless a man hold himself diligently, his house shall be soon overthrown. And what it mentioned the fear. Fear is what? Proverbs 1:7. Can you get it real fast, son? Proverbs 1:7. All right, that's how you really get understanding is fearing your house by Shema Shai, becoming obedient. All right.
Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right. So our people are in a foolish state of mind. Okay. Because they love the wisdom of this world instead of the spiritual wisdom that's in this book that is able to lead us back unto our powers again. You know, and Jake didn't even understand it. When he was asking that question in that movie, how are they able to get their business crazy running? You know what I mean? It's because they're not under the curses. They're heathens, man. They're able to come to America with no money, get a loan, establish a business, okay? Or they're able to do what's that shit called? Remember when folks was doing that boards and shit?
Susu.
Yeah, they're able to do susus, and it's able to work. You know what I mean? They're able to generate money amongst themselves in their community. Okay.
You saw give them those loans because they make that tomo.
Yeah.
You know, they in bed with him.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come over here and they apply for these loans, they get a $100,000 loan per foreigner, and they don't have to pay no interest on it for 10 years. They don't have to pay no interest on it back at all. And I believe they got like up to 10 years to actually start paying back on the loan. By that time, their business has been established.
Right. Right. You see, but the average Jake, we don't get that luxury here in America, man. Okay. That's why this place is known. Let's go back to Revelation. That's why this place is known as Egypt, man. Spiritually known as Egypt, okay? Because of the bondage. Anytime you got somebody in hardcore bondage, they're oppressed on all levels, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yep, keep reading.
Verse 9, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half. And
Right. That 350-year period, that span. Okay, go ahead.
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Keep going.
Verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them.
Right, these two prophets, okay, which is what? The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, and then what? Elijah and Moses. Going back to what we was reading in Malachi, the 4th chapter, okay? How important that now the house of David is being established here on the planet Earth, man. The tabernacle of David is being rebuilt in the last days, man.
That's right.
That third temple that Esau desperately wants to destroy, but he has no power to do so, okay? They're afraid, okay? Because what? We're tormenting them with the truth. We're tormenting them with understanding. They don't want us waking back up to who we are. They don't want us to know that we're God's chosen people according to the scriptures. They don't want us knowing that we're going to receive salvation real soon. That Yahushua is coming to liberate the Hispanics and natives and similar entities, the so-called Negro man in America. Those that truly believe on Yahushua, man. They don't want us to know that. And they don't want us to worship our power the right way. They want us to still be niggas in America. To stay asleep. Okay? To be indoctrinated, man. All right? They want us to follow the false philosophy. Okay? They want us to still be drunken. All right? They want us to still offend. They still want us to be pork eating niggas. All right? Constantly killing our people. Divided, man. They don't want us to come together. But now the Lord is having us come together again, man.
That's right.
And it's all through this word. Okay? And there's nothing that they can do about it. Yahweh Shema Shai said, if I be with them, who could be against them? Okay? That's the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. And it puts fear on these top elites. Because they watch us. They know who we are. Alright? That's why they try to put forth all different types of movements. They try to infiltrate COINTELPRO, set up different oppositions. They set up the feminist movement. Okay? They put Jake in a scenario to where you're going to constantly defending your power, all right, so they can keep you at the bottom. But now we're rising again, and there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Go ahead, Akka.
It says, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
That dwelt upon the earth. Okay. Go to Isaiah 54 where that brother was at. Isaiah 54. So we're not a woman forsaken nor grieved anymore, man. Okay. Now we're actually standing upon the hilltops, being a spectacle for Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. Declaring light to the world. All right. That's a dark place, man. That's full of wickedness. All right. Abomination, adultery, wickedness, man. Okay. Now all that, now the truth is being declared, as the scriptures say, man. Because corruption is being overcome. Now there's no way for lies okay, to flourish, man. Go ahead. 54 and other verse like 4.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 4.
In fact, start at verse 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 6. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman, forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith thy power.
Right, when I was refused. Keep reading.
For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Mm-hmm.
In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee.
Right, with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee. Right? Now we're in a time of a period of mercy. Okay? We're in a time of period of mercy. Okay? Anytime that you see the prophets come back on the scene, okay, that's a period of, it's time to make a decision. You're going to either serve Yahweh by Shai, or you're going to be destroyed with the nation that's ruling over us. Okay, because the problem of a prophet, the job of a prophet is to prophesy against this place, man. Go to Jeremiah 28 and 8. Jeremiah 28 and 8. Okay? Because what these people don't want to believe is that America is going to fall. America is never going to come back great again. They gave you a false hope. They said Donald Trump got you wearing red hats, making you think that America was going to come back great again. No, America will never come back great again. That was just a sign to let you know that America has fallen.
That's right.
Read it. Make America great again. Hint, America was great at a particular time, but now America is decaying. Okay? This filthy place is now being overcome, man. All right, and it's soon to be destroyed through thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Come on, Miss Lady. Go. Come on, Miss Lady. Come on, go ahead. Out here, man. See, the Israelite woman, man. All right. See, when the time comes, okay, the Israelite woman, all that falliness, all that simple ass mindset, okay, that's gonna be over in those times, man. A lot of women are gonna die out here, man.
All that goofy shit's gonna go out the
all that goofy shit is gonna go out the window, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a game.
Right.
I'm trying to edify you and standing in front of the camera like it's a game. It's not.
Majority of people don't realize that when they talk shit in their mind, when they scoff at the prophets, when they make mockery and do little stupid shit, hey, you're marking yourself. An angel is standing right here watching and marking you for death, man.
Put you in front of a bus or something.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Lord just preserve you.
Yeah.
Just preserve you into that time, so that you can understand the wrath of Yahweh by Shai, man. All right? But read it again, now.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
Because the time of game playing is over, man. The time of game playing is over. All right? Everybody wants to be in this folly state of mindset. Everybody wants to be mirthful. Everybody wants to be happy, content, okay, comfort. All right? But we're not living in a time of comfort. All right? We're not living in a time of mirth, happiness, man. Okay? Everybody, you know, I want to be in a club. I just want to go out and I want to drown the reality out with alcohol and drugs, and I just want to be content and living my life and hope for the better. No, reality is going to set into the world real soon. All right, and the Lord is going to force it down your throats, and He's going to do it by the one that you've been trusting, the one that's been on these TV screens, that been constantly telling you that everything's going to be okay, that everything's going to be good. All right, it's going to come a time to where everybody's going to be out here suffering, man. All right, that's what the scriptures speak about. A time like never before seen on the planet Earth. Jacob's trouble, man. All right?
People about to realize that he ain't your friend. You know, Fauci, Biden, Kamala, they all playing their role to destroy you.
Playing the role, all right? Okay? But you got the prophets that are speaking the truth unto you, okay? Giving you the understanding, admonishing you, warning you, man. Exalting, all right? Edifying, man. All right? But see, it's only a small portion that Yahweh Shai needs in order to restore the children of Israel back into glory again. All right, that's who's gonna make it in the last days, man. Okay, go ahead, up.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war, of evil, and of pestilence. Okay, war is in the air. You're constantly hearing about China, Taiwan, Russia, Turkey, Iran, okay, Afghanistan. You're constantly hearing about skirmishes, Israel, okay? Nothing but conflict. Because what? How should I say that was going to happen in the last days? You're going to hear wars and rumors of wars. Matter of fact, go there, bro. Matthew 24. Matthew 24. It said, you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, then the end shall come. All these things are going to take place to know that we are living in the last days and the end is coming. The end is here, okay? The final moments of America, you're going to see it in your lifetime, okay? Your mother, your grandmother, you know, because everybody live in the same house now. Your auntie, your cousins, all right? The ones that you've been thinking that were bugged out and crazy, that just been on the block talking and yelling and pushing hate towards the white man, you know? You're going to find out that we've been telling you the truth the whole time, man. And then what? All right? You had the prophets in derision, all right? Thinking that they were crazy. And then you're going to be watching the prophets be secured in those times or beamed up into the ships in those times, man. Okay? When everything comes fast, man. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and of rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Keep reading.
It says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, nation rising against nation, because these nations, okay, which have nuclear capability, all right, that's what is going to be used to destroy this place,
right.
Okay? They're not creating those missiles, okay, these highly intelligent, okay, missiles that are just going to sit in some type of museum as ages or decades go by. No. These missiles are going to be used to be shot from one end of the earth unto the other, okay, for great destruction. Right. The world was destroyed by water. Now it's going to be destroyed by fire, okay? The best cleansing agent, because this place is filthy. This place is polluted, all right? You look up pollution in the world.
Yeah.
They have classifications, okay? Air pollution. Okay, noise pollution, water pollution. Okay,
there was just another oil spill, I believe, on the coast of California. But there's been a couple of them within the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's always some oil spill, or we missed out on some deal, or you know, we're short on coal, so now electricity is running out. That's all bullshit, man. Okay, they're all in line with each other, causing these things to happen to cause disruption. Okay. In the world, man.
There's an alternative to everything. Instead of using, gas, electric and water and other types of, environmental friendly fuel can be used, but Esau chooses not to. He chooses to destroy the world instead of helping it.
That's right. That's right. Because who we dealing with? We're dealing with the seed line of the wicked, man.
Right.
Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, and now he's been exposed in the last days.
Right.
Okay. He's being exposed, man. Read down some more.
It says,
so it said earthquakes, famine, all right? You got all those different tankers, all those ships. They talking about they got crew members just stuck on a boat. You know? Come on, man. They doing all that on purpose. That's all systematic. Okay? Engineered. But guess what? The Heavenly Father's putting the spirit on these devils to do that, because the Lord wants to bring forth this squeeze. The Lord wants to bring forth a massive genocide, man, which the devils have planned to do so. Okay, everybody knows about the Georgia Guidestones. All right, everybody knows about how they want to limit the population. Okay, if you're paying attention, you can clearly see. You got Edomites exposing Edomites.
Right.
All right. You got all different type of information coming out, exposing all the different agendas. Okay. But what do people want to do? Like the days of Noah. They want to eat and drink, filled, be merry, love and be loved.
They claim back as if everything's normal.
I just want love. Well, you better get some love by a man of the Lord, because if you're not, your ass is through.
It says, verse 7,
Yeah.
for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
It should be pestilence in diverse places. We're dealing with a whole pandemic right now, okay? Which they even been throwing back and forth confusion. It's an endemic coming. See, we've been tackling on the curve. People been doing what they're supposed to do. Then they turn around and say, oh, well, now the numbers are spiking.
Yeah.
Now there's an increase, okay? Then they got a whole Greek alphabet. They got a whole Greek alphabet of all the different variations that are going to come out. They prophesy and tell you
It's
that.
like in November, this variation is going to come. I was like, how do you know
How
that?
the fuck you know? But that's because you got what? The CDC.
Yeah.
The Center Disease Control Center, that they control all the disease out of there, man.
That's
They
right.
got all the disease on record. They show you that in that movie World War Z, right? Contagion. Okay? They're the ones releasing it on the population. But guess what? The Lord is going to do this to bring that great wrath as well, man.
Right.
These are what's going to take place in the last days, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Even Ezra spoke. We said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Okay? Because Ezra seen the end and how terrifying and how gruesome it was, man. I mean, we dealing with who the nations call Al-Shadian, demon-like power, the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? When the Heavenly Father brings forth judgment, you don't want to be at the bitter end of his wrath, man. All right? That's why we gotta get right by the Lord, man, and hope for salvation, hope for mercy, man. Because if your Yahweh Shai is not with you in the last days, you're gonna be through out here, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you, ain't nobody gonna mourn you, okay? Ain't nobody gonna bury you, okay? Ain't gonna be no comfort, nothing. All right? The Lord's about to bring back the plagues of Egypt all over again.
Right.
They're talking about darkness is coming. They talk about a cold winter. Nobody having no electricity. Nobody having no heat.
What happened in Texas a couple months ago?
Yep.
Their whole electrical grid got shut down because they weren't expecting, a winter storm to happen in those parts of Texas.
Hey.
Everything got shut down.
The electric shut off, no power, and then the drinking water had parasites in it.
Oh yeah.
Just a double whammy. So then the Lord cut off your drinking supplies.
That's right.
So imagine that coming to America.
That's right.
And then people was sitting in their cars, right?
Yeah.
Trying to turn on their heat, but that don't last for so long. Because you run out of gas, and so much snow you can't drive nowhere.
And a handful of people died trying to heat up their cars with the garage shut.
Oh
and
yeah,
the carbon dioxide.
the carbon emissions killed them, man.
Yeah.
You know? They're talking about hey, it's gonna be a cold winter, but guess who said that? Biden, Sleepy Joe, man. Sloppy Joe. All right, incompetent Joe. All the names you can think of this guy, he said it's gonna be a cold winter, man. And he's talking about cold as in harsh. Then they're talking about a great civil war. And they're getting ready to basically knock down you Jakes, man. Because what? You're the most resistance of being compliant unto their agenda.
That's right.
Okay?
Because what do they mention every week? The so-called black and so-called Hispanic communities are refusing to take the vax at a rate that they wanted to be at.
Right. You see, because people are waking up. People are starting to realize that the devil that they know, okay, he is the devil. He's been lying to you. There's so much information going out, and Esau is scrambling. He's losing the war on information. So now he has to do what? He got to fake news, you know what? As soon as something truthful comes out, he got a team that's already ready to hide it. Oh, that's not what that meant. That's not what that said. Oh, I forget. That was just Reddit.
Yeah, don't believe what you saw or don't believe what you heard, you know, but it's right there in front of you.
Right. Nobody could slip and say some shit as clear as day. Okay.
He say the sky is blue, he'll say it's green.
Right. Nobody could come and get on there quick. Soon as you Google that topic, it's all different types of false information right there to deceive you, man. All right. Because what? They're losing the war on information, man.
Right.
I believe Hillary Clinton said that. She said there's a war on information and we're losing the war, man.
Right.
They're losing the war because the truth is out there.
Right.
Okay? And the scripture said truth shall be declared throughout the world. All right? That's how you know that the men of the Lord are speaking according to righteousness, according to how by Shino and Shai's heart, man. Because the Lord wants this information to come out. The Lord wants to be exalted in the last day. He wants his name to be highly praised, man. All right? Keep reading that.
It says, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be a
No, jump down to where they say, jump down to say the word must go out. Like a couple verses down. The word must go out.
Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
And this gospel of the kingdom, okay, who's that kingdom coming to? The children of Israel, okay? We're the real kings. We're the real gods of the world, man, all right? So this kingdom, okay, this gospel, which is good news, this should be good news to you so-called Hispanics, man. This should be good news to you so-called Negroes. This should be good news to you women as well, okay? You need a place of rest and comfort, because this place is not it. This place is not your rest nor comfort, all right? This good news is being preached as we speak throughout the four winds of the earth, man.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come, okay? Because we're also telling the other nations, you're going to receive judgment because of what you've done to the children of Israel, all right? You've made a covenant, you made a league with the Edomite man, okay? Psalms 83, okay? How to rid Israel from the world, okay? You made a covenant. You caused oppression too as well, all right? So you other nations, you need to also know who you are according to the scriptures, and you're also going to find yourself in a hot seat where you're how by Shemel Shai as well, man.
Right.
Because you're not going to get off scot-free, man.
They had a hand in it too.
Right. I don't care how many Punjabi, East Indian you go to and they say brother or they be cool with you. Nah, them goddamn coolies, they going into slavery too, man.
That's right.
All right? You know what I mean? I don't care how many Assyrians is being cool with you, man. Nah. They still look down on us, make money off us, sell high price alcohol at more than what the store is offering, to unhealthy food to us, to Jake, man. Who they doing it to Jake. And guess where they at? In Jake neighborhoods. All right? Making merchandise off the Lord's chosen people.
Just got over here, but immediately got a business.
Right. Here it is. They want to talk shit about us, but then they like our money, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still don't get no respect. Okay? Go ahead. No, read that again. Read it one more time. And then go to Amos 9 and 11.
It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. Okay? So we're living in a time that the end is fast approaching. And the Lord said that. Matter of fact, before you go there to Amos 11, jump down to 22 real fast. Jump down to 22. 22. The Lord said you have to speed up the times for us, man. All right? The days are going fast and fast. We literally are at the end of 2021.
Right.
And it was just January a week ago.
Look at the calendar like,
God damn. Yeah. You know? Go ahead.
This is verse 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? Why? Because the Lord has care for his elect, man. All right? We're actually coming back unto righteousness again. Matter of fact, I got a quick one, bro.
Is that
All right?
9 and 11?
Yeah, Amos 9:11.
Come.
I got a quick one, bro.
Come.
I'll let you break this one down. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect.
Who are those that are going to put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai? The elect. Those that took heed to this word, took heed to this truth, and didn't let go.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, man. That's right. Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It reads, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David, okay? David is going to be our king, okay? He's going to be underneath Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And right now, the house of David, okay, which is the Bukorium, the elect, we're now being risen back up, coming back into the Lord's house. So as a prophet, what are we doing? We're bringing in the lambs to the house of the Lord again, okay? Because what? It's written in Revelation, okay? Only the 144,000 were able to sing this song, okay? And as we sing in this song, those that are asleep as of now, they're going to hear it, hear the names of Yahweh Shai, and be instantly converted, okay? Instantly converted, all right? And follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes, okay? Go ahead.
It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his rooms, and I will build it as the days of old.
And I will build it as the days of old, all right? See, Esau is looking for some type of third temple, all right? Well, we are the temple of the Lord,
right?
Because every brother that comes unto this truth, he's a precious stone that is fit for the temple, man. All right? And guess who's the foundation of the temple? Yahweh Shai is the foundation of the temple. Go to Ephesians. That was it on that? Go to Ephesians. Ephesians 2. No, yeah. Ephesians 2 and start at verse 20. Matter of fact, start at verse 18.
This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 18. For through him we both have an access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints of the household of God.
Right, to the house of the most, we're fellow citizens again. All right, the Lord broke down the wall of partition amongst the southern and northern tribe, okay? He separated that division from us, okay, so we wouldn't be divided anymore, all right, and he's brought us back unto what? Us being fellow citizens again, okay? Back into his mercies and good grace. This is why the house of David being established again on the planet Earth. Read on.
It reads, verse 20, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets.
Right? Because we enter into other man's labors, right? The apostles and prophets are back now again, okay? Doing what? The same thing they were doing back in their past lives, okay? Go ahead.
Yahweh Shai Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone.
What? Yahweh Shai Mashiach being the chief cornerstone, okay? He's that foundation that we have to stand upon. Go ahead.
Verse 21, in whom all the building fitly framed together.
The building fitly framed together, because now we're seeing the building being established, okay? We're seeing the building being established.
Right.
See, this is not a carnal thing. Esau wants it to be carnal. If he knew that there was that's why the Lord said like that. If he knew that it was a building somewhere, he'll go and try to bomb it. But see, that's why the Lord has his men as that temple, okay? That house of David that's being built up. Read on.
It says, in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto a house, groweth unto a holy temple in the Lord.
Look, a holy temple unto the Lord, right? Now go from there to 1 Peter 2 and 5. 1 Peter 2 and 5. Okay. This is what Esau's afraid of. The fact that we're knowing ourselves again, the fact that that temple is being built, that we being established, all right, and that we about to be exalted into coming back into us being kings and rulers over the planet Earth, man. He doesn't like that because you can't have two kings on the throne. There's going to be a clash. So the one that has the most power, he's going to be the one that's going to come and rule over everything. Everybody's going to be a subject unto him. Who do you think is going to be that king that has the most power? Our power, Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
That's why Yahweh Shai is ready to be worshipped, man. Okay? You know? Because he's coming not only to take this man down, okay? He's coming also to liberate us, all right? To gather his elects, man. Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house.
Uh-oh. You also, as lively stones, built up for what?
A spiritual house.
A spiritual house. Show you that it's not a carnal construct, okay? It's a spiritual house that's being erected in the last days. The Lord is restoring us whole again, all right? And who's our physician? Our physician is Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, we're sinners. Yeah, we're incorruptible flesh. But there's going to be particular men that's going to have a particular mindset, okay, that are going to put off the ways of corruption, that are going to mortify the deeds of their men, that are going to become new creatures, new men, all right, that are going to worship back after the ways of righteousness and hunger after it, man.
That's right.
In the last days, to receive that salvation. See, we're coming with serving the Lord. It's a particular mindset, all right? You know, it's not about acting. It's about walking this thing in truth and sincerity,
right.
Okay? Because there was a man that looked up to the heavens and smote his breath and understood and knew that he was a sinner and hoped for mercy. Versus a man that does everything right by the law, but will fall short in what? Having faith. You know? He does everything carnally right, but doesn't have any faith. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable.
Uh-oh. Offer up spiritual sacrifice. You know where I want you to go? Romans 12. Romans 12 and 1. Offer up spiritual sacrifice. Because it's not about the law anymore. All right? The law is not going to save us in the last days. Okay? The scriptures say we'll get that as well. Yeah, the scriptures say just because we're under grace, do we forbid the law? No. We establish it through our faith by doing what? Putting off swine, okay? Putting off eating shellfish, lobster, shrimp, and crab, which these animals have a special particular role which they're supposed to carry out for the planet Earth, okay? We're not supposed to eat those things. We're supposed to honor our dietary law, okay? It's not smoking weed, man. Partaking in these holidays, all right? You know, commit adultery. Stop lusting after your man's girl. You know what I'm saying? What else? You know, committing homosexuality, man. Okay? Bestiality, you know? Blasphemy in the names of Yahweh by Shemel Shai, man. You're supposed to do these things. These are part of showing your faith by following the law, the things that we can follow, but the law is not what's going to save us. Okay, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, we present our body as a living sacrifice, all right? Now, this is what we have to do in order for us to be accepted, all right, as an offering. No more of a animal sacrificial law, because really, in actuality, the Lord when he died on the cross, the temple was rent. Okay, that broke down that it was only one tribe entering into the holies of the holies, offering the sacrifices for the people, man. Okay, the Levites, man. All right. Now we're all of the Levitical priesthood. You understand? Because of what? Yeah. Because of what Yahweh ultimate offering, him sacrificing his life, man. All right, for the sins of our people and for himself, which brought us back to the Heavenly Father on much of a greater level, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says,
And that's why the book of Hebrews is very important. Okay. Well, matter of fact, keep reading.
that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is a reasonable service.
Right, which is your reasonable service, right? Which coming out the ways of America is important, man. Okay? Because when you look on World Star, and you look at the mindset and the condition of our people and how our people have been cultivated and how our people live their lives, it's all degeneracy. Okay? It's nothing moving forward, it's just moving backwards. To where the Lord said that our people have become a strange vine unto him. The Lord is looking at our people sideways. All you see every time that you get on World Star is bitches fighting, twerking, shaking their ass, niggas doing some stupid ass challenge, gunning each other down. You know what I mean? Niggas crip walking, dropping a pistol and shit, get up and make it look cool and shit. You know?
Following new trends, you know.
It's getting ridiculous of how our people indulge in black culture. It's ridiculous on how our people engage in what the devil has given you. Alright? See, now we at a time to where we moving forward. And we moving forward without those that don't want to get right without the Lord, man. That's why Apostle Paul say all the time, if a nigga can't get it, we moving forward, man, because fuck you, all right? You gonna die to death from a heathen, bro. You know what I mean? And for you wicked ass women that love this place, you love pleasure, you love comfort, well, guess what? Esau swindled you. He bamboozled you. He hoodwinked you. You thought that living in wickedness and pleasure was all to the good, but you're gonna find out the hard way that having some type of decency, you ain't gotta be perfect, but having some type of decency, having some type of order, being submissive, was gonna lead you into the kingdom with your man. You know what I mean? That's why even now, only a few sisters, all right, they're gonna be the ones that the Lord's gonna take care of in the last days. The few sisters, man. They took heed, okay, and now they're starting to see what we've been saying the whole time, man. All right. Where we at? Yeah, read it again.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is a reasonable service.
Which is a reasonable service. This is a reasonable service in order to serve the Lord. All right? Nothing hard, man. Okay? The Lord asks for you to believe. All right? And in your belief, he asks for you to show that you believe. Through your acts, through your works. It's a particular mindset that you're going to come in, that you're going to walk with in the last days, man. Okay? You're going to put off corruption. You're going to put on immortality. Okay? You're going to treat your brother as a respectable man. Okay? You're gonna worship the Heavenly Father and His Son in the right sense.
Right.
All right? And you're going to trust and believe on those holy names, especially. Okay? Fuck this place, man.
That's right.
That's what you have to say. You have to say, really, fuck this place, man.
Fuck this place and let it go.
And let it go, okay? Because nothing has ever came good to the children of Israel while being here. All right? Yeah, the devil has given you a couple goodies, okay? But all at what? At what expense? At compromising yourself. Humiliation, okay?
Keep you docile and stupid.
Right.
By giving you the goodies here and there.
Right. You got all these women with all these different degrees. You know what I'm saying? All they do is stun on niggas. You know? You got women with these platforms that are able to promiscuously promote themselves. Okay? What is that doing for you in the long run? Short term wise, you eating, you doing good. But long term wise, what's going to be the outcome of long term wise? Okay, nothing good.
Because everything in this world is temporary.
Right, you got men the same thing. Jake love to stun on their own people, man. You know what I mean? It's a culture, it's a mindset that has come with this place to look down on your own people. All right, to think of your people as nothing. This nigga ain't rolling a Benz like I'm rolling the Benz. He ain't got 12 chains like I got 12 chains. This nigga ain't shit. You know, that's how Jake look at each other.
Yeah, I told each other.
Right, an evil eye. Go ahead, brother.
Boasting and bragging about material things instead of showing love to one another, showing love to each other, showing hate.
Right, exactly. But see, now the Lord has established the house of David, which is doing what? Showing that brotherly love again to each other. All right, we're actually doing things better than what we once were doing when we were in a Gentile state of mind, being here in America, man. Okay, and this is part of the house of David being restored again.
That's right.
All right, bro. Read that. No matter of fact, go to Acts chapter 15 and 16. Bible Kushah, Acts chapter 15 and 16. Okay, and this is the only hope, man. When you think about the condition of our people, there is no hope. Okay, this is the only thing that makes sense.
Right.
Okay, and this is the only way out. You know. Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 15, verse 16. After this, I will return and will build up again the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down, and I will build again the ruins thereof, and I will set it up.
Right. Keep reading.
Verse 17. That the residue of men.
Right, the residue, that's something that is small. You know, you have a residue of something. It's the after of it. The residue of men, okay, which is the elect. Keep reading.
It says that the residue of men might seek after the Lord.
Right, the residue of men are seeking after the Lord.
Small portion.
That small portion, because what? We want to be liberated, okay? We want to get the hell out of this place. We know that this is not our rest, man. This is not our kingdom, all right? And this place needs to be burnt by fire,
right.
All right? Matter of fact, real fast, go to Hebrews 13 and 14 real fast, okay? What you have back here? You can come here.
Well, that was Acts.
No, not the Acts, though. Okay. I want the Acts.
I'll just start
the Acts. Yeah, Hebrews 13 and 14. All right, for here we have no continuous sin. All right, the Lord has given us a mindset and understanding to see past this place. Okay, we understand this place ain't for our rest. This place is literally going to be reconstructed by fire, renewed. All right, and that's when we're going to rejoice, man. That's why we praying that Yahweh Shem Shai keeps bringing forth the prophecy that he has the devil make his moves. You know, Esau talk about these dates. We like, fuck, do that shit today, man. You know, it's October 18th. This is what's gonna happen this day. November 4th. You're gonna have to see this when it happens then. Motherfucker always got dates for shits. You know, you're like, God damn. You know, because what? We hasten and desiring the day, man. We ready to see Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
But here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come, man. The city that we seek to come is where Yahweh Shai went to prepare a place for us. That's right, man. That's right. See? You know? That's our people right there,
That's
man.
right.
Northern Kingdom, man.
That's right.
Okay? Read it again.
It says, for here we have no continuing city.
You might not have understood why he big ups respects, but that's our people, man. It's just the spirit, man. Hey, the spirit will have you move in a certain way, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, by him therefore, let us offer the sacrifice.
No. 13 and 14.
Come on. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
But we seek one to come, all right? Yahweh Shai went to prepare a place for us, man. He said, if it was not so, I would not have told you, all right? You think you and those that don't believe that Yahushua is preparing a better place for us, you calling him a liar, basically. If you don't believe that Yahushua went to go prepare a better place for us, man, you calling him a liar. But see, the elect know that Yahushua is faithful and true in everything that they say. Alright? Ain't no wickedness in the Heavenly Father, ain't no wickedness in Yahushua, man.
And that's why the Bible's the number one book in history.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's the only book that have prophecies that actually come to pass.
Right. Oh, you can grab that, bro. There's no mate.
Yeah.
You can grab that one right there. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no other book that is actually on point like the scriptures, man. Okay?
That's not going to tell you what type of times that we're in, the time to come.
Right. The Egyptology, you know what I mean? You got you know, you don't want to be a Muslim, you know what I mean? You don't want little boys in heaven serving you and shit. Come on now, we're not homos, man. You know what I mean? Pedophiles and shit. You know, that's Esau's fantasy. You know? We gonna have princesses.
That's right.
Wives, right? You know, like this generation is all messed up. You call a woman a princess, she's like, she get offended. Don't call me a princess, I'm a queen. Well, if you look up the word, right, you know the word queen, you're calling yourself a whore, okay? That's where the word queen comes from, all right? You know, but people don't look up words, man. You've been lied to. Egyptology done that, all right? That's what the heathens do. They call women queens. You know what I'm saying? Israel ain't never called our women queens, man. You know what I mean? They are princesses. Even I believe it says when King David had 700 wives, I believe it mentioned the concubines and it mentioned his princesses. Those are his wives. You know? That's in the book of Kings, First Kings.
Did it say queens?
Nope.
Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. What's not going to fail? The prophecy that's in this book.
That's right.
None shall want her mate, which means you don't mate it with none because no other book got prophecy.
Man.
For my mouth it had commanded, in his spirit it had gathered them.
That's bad, bro. His mouth commanded and his spirit have gathered them, man. Okay? Everything that Yahweh Shai, hey, it's what? Being accomplished in due season of time, and we can see it. All right? The Lord has given eyesight to see, and we speak on the things that the Lord said. That's why we're the ones that are truthful, man. We're the ones that's really telling you the truth because all we're doing is speaking on what the Lord said, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It's John 5:39.
Fire off.
Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life. Why? Because the scriptures only speak about the salvation.
Right.
You know, and the deliverance is in the scriptures. What other book is giving you that?
Man.
Another book don't even give you what you need to be delivered from.
Right.
You got to search the scriptures to get this.
That's right.
It says, and they are which testify of me. And they testify of him. That's Yahushua speaking. It testify to him. Why? Because the spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right. And the works, everything that is written, bear record of itself. Okay, you got even Edomites that go out and search out the facts, the wills of the Egyptians. All right, they've been found in the water when Pharaoh got drowned. All right. Mount Sinai, all right, the fire that burned. They got a TikTok on that.
Yeah,
He
searched all the scriptures. He searched all that was written in the scripture. The scripture say he accomplished a diligent search.
He accomplished a diligent search. Where is that? Noah, the ark.
Oh,
Turkey. All right. What? Mount Ararat.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, everything has been found out. Okay. The only thing that this man can't find is the ark.
Hey, you know what else he searched out too, right? He had a skit with Richard Pryor, bro. He searched out who the children of Israel is, because he know it ain't him.
Right.
He know you better than you do.
Right.
He know your history. He know everything that's gonna happen to you. That's why the ironic thing about it was when they rode up on the apostles and they said, "How'd y'all find this out?"
Right.
We spent millions to see truth, which means they knew it before we did.
They knew it, right. Right. So they had to classify us under
Like, how the hell
different
they find out?
colors and different names to confuse us, man.
And they thought that what we need to do is just, okay, in the Bible it says when they come together
Right.
for wood, that's when we need to be concerned. So let's keep them separate.
Right, exactly.
Let's keep them there. Let's make the so-called Latino think he's one of us.
In order to tell a lie.
Right, I can't stand that, bro. Northern,
Yeah.
you know, they kids do that comb over shit. They got, you know, that you get hired first because you bilingual and shit. You think you on par with the devil, man. Nah, he still look down on you because he knows that you're a son of God. But what was that? What you have? Oh yeah, you can go back to that Acts. You go back to that Acts. You know, and this is all part of. This is all. Oh, bro, you can read that in Isaiah 11. I think it's Isaiah 11. Ephraim shall not envy Judah. Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Yeah, Isaiah. Yeah, wait, go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 15, verse 17, that the residue of men might seek after the Lord, and all the Gentiles upon whom my name is called.
Right, the Gentiles. Oh, see now that'll be a stumbling block because the Gentiles, the natural Gentiles, are not called after the Lord's name. Okay, the only Gentiles that are called after the Lord's name are the Israelite foreigners. Okay, those that believe that they're like the other nations because what we've been scattered. Okay, we actually laid down with the woman, our seed has been mingled, and over time we start to come and look like them. Like you got an example that we always use, which is Blake Griffin's son, man. You know, his son looked like a straight Edomite boy. All right, but you look back at Blake Griffin, his father, I believe from Nigeria, dark skin as hell, man. You know, so your seed line, which goes back into your genos or your genealogy, it goes back into your race, your tribe of where you come from. Okay, it doesn't change, man. Or your ethnicity. Matter of fact,
Let's look right there. How Blake Griffin is used as an example. We use him as an example of his son. Then he was also used as the example of Cornelius.
Yep, that was spiritual too. He had that commercial. Yeah. That was spiritual, bro.
Through the process of time, you know, features are going to start to disappear to where, you know, by him and his father before him laying down, you know, with the so-called white woman, those features are starting to disappear to where you look more like the other nations.
Right. That's why the Lord said, "Let the wheats and tares grow together." All right, because the angels already know who's of the seed line of the children of Israel, all right, and who's of the seed line of the children of the wicked. Okay, that's why that's a stumbling block to Jake when they see certain guys that look like Edomites. The only way you could tell is if you check the spirit by the spirit, man. Right. The spirit itself, it says, it bears witness that we are the sons of the living power, man. You know, it's not a carnal thing. It's all spiritual, man. You even got brothers that look like Edomites, right? In the truth, but their spirit resembles and resonates with the word of the Lord. That's right. Okay. You know, it's not going to be a whole bunch of Shaq, Afro, dark-skinned brothers that just back here. No, it's filled with all tribes, man. Right. And speckled birds and brothers that don't even look like the tribes, man.
It has to be that way because it was scattered.
Yep.
You're not going to get scattered, but everybody keeps the same features.
Right.
You scattered amongst the other nations.
Yep.
You're going to come up with the nation's features.
Yep. Hey, bro, can you do me a favor? Can you look up that same scripture, but can you look up the word Gentile in there?
Where he's at?
Yeah, it's Acts 16. Where you at?
Acts chapter 15, verse 17.
15 verse 17. Which the Greek word in there should be ethnos. Ethnos, okay? Which ethnos sounds like what? Ethnicity, okay?
Acts what?
15, verse 17.
15 and 17. To bring forth some edification, because there's two different types of Gentiles. All right, you have your natural Gentiles, which are the other nations. Okay, the Edomites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Hamites, the Japhites. Can you read into a little bit of that? And then you got the Israelite foreigners that seed line goes back into the children of Jacob. Okay.
Yeah. So the definition The Greek word ethnos, a multitude, whether men or beasts, associate of living together, a company, troop, swarm, a multitude of individuals of the same nature or genus, human family, a tribe, nation, people, group. In the Old Testament, foreign nations not worshiping the true power, pagan Gentiles. Paul uses the term Gentile for Gentiles Christians.
Right. So you see all the different
You
definitions.
gotta pull the right one.
You got to pull the right one out, right?
Dealing with the devil.
Because Esau is so crafty, he knows that that's talking about Israelite foreigners, but he wants to put all that in there to confuse you.
Yep.
So now, watch this. All I did was go to the online etymology. I just typed in ethno, okay? Because it's the same word. It reads, it says ethno. It says word, form, and element meaning race, culture, from the Greek ethnos, people, nation, class, caste, tribe, a number of people accustomed to live together. Okay,
And the only nation of people that are called tribes are Israelites.
by Israelites.
The other nations, the heathen nations, are just known as nations.
That's it.
Ain't no tribe of Moab.
Right,
It's just the 12 tribes.
right. But see, that's why they give you that confusion. Matter of fact, go from there to what's that? Revelation, real fast. Revelation, we say the large multitude. What's that? 7, I believe.
Not 11.
Um,
The deliverers.
No. 11 and 9. 11 and 9. You can read the top couple verses and then jump down to 9. They give you that. They'll tell you that. Right. It'll tell you that in Revelations 11. I'm sorry, 7 and 9. Yeah, read the first 2, read the first 3, and then jump down to 9. They'll tell you that. Oh, see, all people on the planet Earth, they're the Lord's people, so everybody's going to be saved. That's why they give you that whole nonsense of the rapture and all that. But no, only the house of David, the Lord's chosen people, are going to be saved in the last days. And it said the residue of the Lord's people, which is the remnant that's seeking after the names of Yahweh by Shem Shai, that are seeking after righteousness in these last days, man.
In other words,
Start at verse 1. First couple verses, guys, then jump down to 9.
This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 6.
Brother, start at the top, read the first couple verses, and then jump down to 9.
This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth.
Right, which the angels that are holding back the wind is representing the destruction, okay? When that wind gets let loose, all hell is going to break loose out here, man.
when is that wind gonna get let loose?
When the elect are sealed, okay? That's why we teaching. That's why even Apostle Tahar said teach, man. That's important. You know? We got to teach this word, man. If the Spirit is on you to do so, you know? Because not all men are prophets, not all men are teachers. Some men are just helps of the prophet. But if you got the Spirit on you and you understand, teach this word, man. Don't slack. Hey, fight for your crown, man. Slack and let that confusion go by. This is part of showing your fear to your how by Shema Shai is being out here, man. In the elements. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Right, given a seal given to not hurt the earth nor the sea, all right, because the angel is on standby. Go ahead.
Verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Right, hold that. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of the Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abomination to be done in the midst thereof.
Right, the men that sigh and cry for the abomination that the Lord says set that mark upon is talking about the mark of what? Exemption of from what? Judgment. Okay, the Hebrew word the water, bro. You know, that's gonna be the men that's gonna not be judged when the Lord brings forth that great devastation, man. Okay, they're gonna be protected. They're gonna be preserved from the said perils. All right. When the Lord said, "I will not leave thee nor forsake thee," when the Lord said, "You shall eat," okay, the Lord meant that. All right, you shall laugh in the day of famine. Okay, the Lord meant that. The Lord gonna put a spirit on His men to be cool out here. You know what I'm saying? In miraculous ways and wonders. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3 saying,
Just a little bit more. Come.
And the others, he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children and women, but come not near any man of whom is the mark.
Right.
And begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Right. You want to speak on it, Lord?
Yeah, basically, the Most High is going to have those angels. The angels are going to be spiritual terminators.
Damn.
And if you look at the Terminator through the lens, when the movie shows you, when he was looking at Sarah Connor, it was always red, meaning no, that's not her. Then it was green when he saw it was her, if I'm not mistaken. But this gonna be the reversal. If that angel see red on you, you dead.
Yeah.
Red means you dead.
Yeah.
Green means you got the green light, you go. You have that mark of exemption.
Right.
So they're gonna come through and they're gonna see the green and they're gonna deliver that man.
That's right.
But those that are red, you dead.
You did. Right. You threw out here. And
it says smite old and young.
Yeah, the spirit. I was about to say that, yeah.
Women and children.
Women and children. And the Lord been showing it on small levels of a lot of you women, you coming up missing, you're dying in your household, you know what I'm saying? Yep. You being chased after, just barely making it to safety. Like that one chick that ran through, you seen that video, she ran to her crib and just a split second, the dude that was chasing her, she ended up locking the door, getting away safely. A lot of you women are being watched, man. You know, you should be afraid these times that we're living, because the Lord is allowing judgment to take place, man. You know?
And then it says smite old and young, even little children, which means they're gonna be little children that's gonna have the green. That's gonna be descendants or offspring of the men of the Lord.
That's right.
Sons and daughters.
That's right. That's right. You know? Go back to where it was at.
This is Revelations chapter 7, verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Right. To the servants in their foreheads. So now we know that what that sealing is. It's the mark of exemption. All right. Because you got to learn your marks. All right. You got the mark in Romans, which is scopeo. You got the mark in Revelation, which is charagma. Okay, which is that microchip, man. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000.
So right, so you're gonna have the elect, which is 144,000, but then also you're gonna have the large multitude, okay, which is those that look like the other nations that's gonna be saved, man. Okay, what you had recently, which brothers were doing edifying videos on, men in the Philistines that were praying on the name of Yahweh and Yahushai, man. Okay, those ain't heathens that do that. Anybody that looks like of another nation that's praying in the name of Yahweh Yahushai, all right, confidently, that's not a heathen, man. All right, Edomites that got flavor, that can dance, that look like dudes that look like so-called white people, all right, that got flavor, that can dance, all right, that's on par with Jacob. They are not Edomites. They are Israelites. Right. All right. It's a spirit that dwells with us, which animates us to be able to do things that we can do. That's the separation from us and the other nations, man. Okay. Just like the Lord said, even though the Hamites are dark skinned like us, the Lord made a difference between us. He even said that the women were more livelier. Okay. There's a spirit that's within us that makes us be animated and show that difference between us and the other nations.
Right.
Remember, brothers used to clown that one Hamite video The nigga with the hat, he used to come down the alley, rapping that, doing that rap song. I forgot how that shit go. But bro used to post that shit all the time, be clowning because that shit's so funny. But you can tell he had no spirit though.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Motherfucker walking in space. Motherfucker black as hell. Alright, I find out Cynthia, bro, man. That shit funny. But go ahead. Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. Yeah, read the bottom of that verse and then jump down to 9.
Con. And there were sealed in 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Verse 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man can number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues.
Right, so they'll associate that with, see, that's talking about the whole world. See, it said a great multitude that you can't number. Read again that you can't number. It's talking about everybody. No, it's not. That's what they spew out in Christianity. Read it again, huh?
After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, still before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
The white robe represents the righteousness that was put on them. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Right, Slacky, before you keep going, when you look up the word kindred, it goes into the Hebrew word phulei, okay, which means a tribe in the New Testament, all the persons descended from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch of Jacob, a nation of people, man. So when you actually look into the words, you clearly understand that it's not talking about everybody. It's only talking about Israelites, man, that's going to be saved in the last days. All right, that's going to be numbered to be able to make it out of here. Okay, that's out in these other far countries. Okay, or that's here in Babylon, man. All right, you know, because a great deliverance is going to take place here, man. Yeah, you want some more on that?
No, you good on it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, what I want to add is that's the elect, though. You understand? That's not talking about the whole nation. That's talking about the elect.
Yep.
Same thing. They misunderstand John 3:16.
Yep.
John 3:16. God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe upon Him should not perish but have everlasting life. That's talking about Israel, and it's not talking about all of Israel. That's talking about the elected Israel. The elected Israel is who is going to be saved. The rest of Israel will get it on the second round. They gotta get that judgment here, then they come back in the kingdom through reincarnation of those who made it.
Right, exactly. Because you're not gonna have a bunch of Jay-Z's and fucking LeBron James, Puff Daddies, and fucking all these guys that made a covenant with death. They just gonna be the top elites in the kingdom of heaven. Nah, they gotta go through a shame period, a cleansing, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta know what the error of their way was.
And that's they receive their consolation.
Right
now.
They good right now. They up on high. They look prestigious, but those are not our leaders. Those are pretty much gestures in the court. Those that make the white man laugh, man. You know what I'm saying? Your real leaders are the ones that you don't look up to, which is the men of the Lord. All right, we're your real leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord that standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, those are what's going to be the upper class, the higher echelon of the first fruit of the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And then then the rest of Israel will come back to their loins, be reborn into the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? After they be destroyed here, Which a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about those parts of the scriptures, the nastiness of the scriptures, man.
They rather hear that there's hell. And some people going there.
You going to hell?
It's like, why would you? I would much rather hear that. Okay, some of the I'm from this nation.
Yeah.
And then some from this nation, 2/3 gotta die, but we'll come back in the kingdom. There is no hell. The 1/3 is the elect will make it. And the kingdom of heaven is for these people. That sounds like a much better circumstance to me than the falseness of hell.
Yeah, that's
because hell is no mercy. scriptures tell you that the Most High is merciful.
Right.
He's long-suffering and merciful.
Right.
So why would he ban one of his creations, some of his souls of his creation, to eternal fire forever, for everlasting torment?
That shit is all bullshit. That shit don't
It's a
even make
scam
sense. Yeah, straight. See, that's the part of religion that they try to bind you to it, man. All them lies and shit. All this stuff. They said if you do this, you're gonna burn in hell. It's a devil that's gonna stab you and torture you for eternity. Nah, man.
Submission, bro.
Nah, there ain't no such thing as hell. All right, and it's a condition of the mind, man. Like the brother mentioned. Okay, what they call the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. Right now, we living in hell, man. All right, the parable of Lazarus. All right, rich man and Lazarus. All right, we the ones that are gonna receive everlasting life, mercy, and then they gonna be the ones that are gonna be suffering. Hope wishing that we give them an ounce of water to drink. Just let me just get a little bit. Nah, motherfucker. Yeah. I get some rest? Nah, you don't get no rest because you tortured and you committed all different types of atrocities against the Lord's chosen people. So you gotta get payback in the worst way. Alright? And then we gonna have our time with your woman, man. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about not you lower class Edomites, man. We're gonna breed the best of the best, man. You know? We're gonna breed Evelyn Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild. We're gonna breed the top devils, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna take their woman, man. They're gonna be our bed wenches.
Right.
You got something? Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Right, because what is America known as? That harlot, man. Okay, that never been touched. You know what I'm saying? That got that cup that's just got everybody drunk off of it. All right, the Lord is about to touch this woman. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be no more delicate. And this place ain't fucking delicate. You lift up the skirt, it's all full of crush, disease, STDs, man. This woman is filthy, man. You know? That's why the scriptures say, don't be defiled with the ways of this world and the philosophy that it puts forth, man. Go ahead,
Also, what's the highest government here in the United States? New York.
Yep.
So what's in that island over here in New York? You got the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
Statue of Liberty is also a representation that they think that this is America's the kingdom, the Lady of Jesus.
Yep.
I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them unto thine hand. From the so-called white man, who were giving it to your hands. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient, thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. So you heavily laid your yoke on us, and you're gonna get paid back double. How you think that's gonna happen? There ain't gonna be no Lazarus situation. There ain't gonna be no dip your finger and let me get a quench my thirst. There ain't gonna be none of that. There ain't gonna be no, oh, can I get some rest? Can I get some ease in the kingdom of heaven? It's gonna be all gas, no brakes on your ass.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, go. Matter of fact, go back to. Matter of fact, can you grab a brother?
Matter of fact, what did I misspeak? The parable of Abraham.
Come on, Lazarus.
It was Lazarus, right?
Lazarus,
Yeah.
Can you grab Amos 11:12? Amos 11:12. And then read what you got up.
This is Hosea chapter 3, verse 5. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days.
Right. And we in the latter days to where we seeking the Lord our power, okay? And everything is going to be established in righteousness. Everything is playing out. We literally are waiting for the devil to implement the hour of temptation, okay? Because he's already got the encampment and siege set about. We're already sitting on a high tower watching and observing, and we're sounding the alarm, warning our people, all right? But our people are too stubborn, okay? And they don't want to wake up. They rather be taught a lie. They rather be comforted, okay? They don't want to hear the reality, okay, that is going to come to this place, all right? But it's gonna happen. All right? Everybody's back is gonna be against the wall, and you're gonna you about to really get hit. The dude got demons on. Dude, stop trying.
Almost got it right.
Yeah, dude, stop trying. It's a green light and shit. Motherfucker's about to get his ass put the straight there.
Hey, that truck didn't slow down at all.
Man, bro. I assure you that's why, hey, call all your how about shit I was shot for the really waking up, man. Right? Because our people are through, bugged out. Motherfuckers don't know if you're going left or right. That truck is about to fucking flatten his ass. Damn.
Hey, I don't think that truck would have stopped either if it hit him.
Everybody kept going on. That been gone. Yeah.
I hope ain't no camera.
Right, bro. Go ahead. Read it one more time, Mike.
This is Hosea chapter 3, verse 5. Afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their power, and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days.
Right, and fear his goodness in the latter days, man. All right? Like I was mentioning, they're bringing forth, okay, the time of them about to implement this hour of temptation to the whole world, man. All right? So everybody's talking about this whole green pass scenario where you have to show proof of your traveling if you've been, juiced up, man. If you're partaking in it, okay? They're cutting off the interstate traveling. They want you, if you want to travel by plane, they're getting ready to, hey, look, you got to show proof now, all right? People are actually, I seen this one chick, she was talking about selling $200 of the damn, the fake cards and shit. I mean, that was in my mind like, oh, hell no. You know what I mean? Hey, Esau cracking down on all type of shit now. People that are doing fake cards, they're gonna prosecute you. They did that to a couple out in Canada. They got caught and they had to pay the max penalty, which was 16 grand each. You know what I'm saying? For having fake cards. You know what I mean? That's why when we talk about trust and relying on your Yahweh Shalom Shai, that's what it has to be. That's your only option. Is trusting on your Yahweh Shalom Shai. Ain't no other way, man. All right? It's called. Matter of fact, we gotta go there since I'm speaking about it. You know what I mean? Revelations, 3 and 10? 3 and 10? Revelations 3 and 10. It's gonna come a time to try the whole world, all right? This is a system that is being implemented, put into play, man. Okay? So if you want to go grocery shopping, all right, they might, they're already working on cutting the internet, all right, or restriction to the internet, which is how can they do that? You got to have some type of device or some type of system to be able to log in and access it. They can do that by the chip, okay? Which means that the prophet, you're not going to be able to see the prophet for that much longer. Like, we literally are living in a time where everything is bad. The famine of words, hell is about to come, the chip's about to be enforced, all right? And then the main target to you Israelites, they show you in the purges, all right? The last one, the forever purge, was all about who? Northern kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? The northern kingdom tribes. All right, you got the previous ones were dealing with southern kingdom, man. You know, everything is they do a predictive programming, but it's all through the spirit. Right. It's all.
This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Because thou hast kept the words of my patience. You see? You know? What the scriptures say, wait ye upon the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Till he arise to the prey. You know what I'm saying? Be still and know that I am Yahweh Shema Shai. You know? Only option that we truly have is putting all our eggs in one basket to Yahweh Shema Shai. You want to talk about the greatest gamble? You got to put all your chips in. You know? Ain't no other way, man. Ain't no loopholes. Ain't no way for you to try to, you know, Jake always trying to look for some way to get over, get under, some shortcut to go through. But the only way to go, cut corners and shit. The only way to go is Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why he said, I am the way. I am the truth. I am life, man. You know? Any other way, it's a false hope. All right? Go ahead.
It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, to the greatest trial and period. Okay, because it's going to be to test us out. All right, the Lord want to see who really down for Him in the last days. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what the Lord does, man. He ain't just going to accept you off of just by words. You know what I mean? The Lord want to try you out, see what you made of. He gonna put you to the test. He gonna put all of us to the test.
Hey, matter of fact, doesn't it say, hold fast to what's good, let no man take your crown?
Well, that's something that's
Yeah. The thing is that if there's a crown for you, it's got to be earned.
Yeah.
Right? You can't cut no corners. You ain't no cheat sheet. Ain't no going this. Having it easy. It's got to be hard as can be.
Right.
And it's still not going to compare to the gift He's going to give you.
Right.
So you got to embrace the toughness of this whole journey of getting that crown. If the crown is set for you.
Right. Hey, Esau tell you what you want to do to make these bands. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You ready to come sit on my casting couch? You want to be a star? You want to be in all the commercials? You want to be the top actor? What you want to do? You know what I mean? You better come to these after hour parties. Hey, Esau, hey, that's the devil, man. That motherfucker is evil. Hey, you want to be somebody, you want to be rich, you want to be famously known, you gotta compromise yourself, you know what I mean? But the Lord is like, look, all you gotta do is believe in me, and you gotta stand firm. You know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is have faith, man. Okay? That's what it boils down to, your faith. And in the mindset of you having a faith, the actions you present forth with it, okay?
That's Slovakia, correct me if I'm wrong, the cover board, that Bruce Lee quote, don't pray for Israel, don't pray for Israelite, pray for the strength to endure difficulty.
That's it. Well worth the wait.
That's right.
Right? And it's the script, you know what that said out? Where it say the light afflictions is yet for a moment, like with Corinthians, the light affliction is yet for a moment, but
because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, to try them. And let's really think about this. It's going to be a period of time, however long the Lord deems to put it to a means of an end. Okay, so you're going to actually see people that are weaker than you. You're going to see them die before you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see your family members perish. You're going to see your family members get weak. Those that are talking about they're not with the system, they're not down, ain't nobody putting a chip up in me and all this extra stuff. If they haven't kept the words and the patience and how much smell shine, they might endure it for a small moment and then they go run to the devil. I can't take it. I can't go without water. I can't go without food. I need to get access to these things. That's what we're talking about. That's going to be a reality. You know what I'm saying? You got an old grandma and there's no food. You might walk into her room if she live with you and she might be dead in her bed. Okay? You're going to experience things that's gonna touch your spirit. That's the reality that's coming. But what's going to keep us stable in those times? The scriptures say knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of our time, man. The faith, the fear is the Lord's treasure, man. Faith, amawana, which goes back to the Hebrew word amawan, which is faith, man. Okay? That's why it's very important to keep yourself occupied, all right, in the Lord's words, okay? To keep your mind comforted. Because guess what? Just because it's a time of Jacob's trouble don't mean that Satan ain't gonna be fucking with you. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to combat Satan with the scriptures, man. Right. He gonna be working on everybody's minds. And those that ain't with the Lord, that ain't thinking about the Lord's scriptures, that don't understand him, don't know him, they're gonna be the first ones to run. You know what? I'm just going, I'll get it now and then try to take it out my skin later. Nah, the Lord ain't with that. You took it. You accepted it. You made your decision. So the Lord gonna destroy you. Ain't no, I'm gonna just take it and I'm gonna get a knife and pop it out. It don't work that way. You gotta ride all the way to the end. And Lord willing, the Lord puts spirit on us to be be able to endure it. Matter of fact, can you got it in Matthew's, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. You know? That's why the scriptures say that. He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, man. It's going to be endured. It's going to be a trying time. Okay? Read it again. No, you can say read it again.
It says, verse 11 and verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yep.
Verse 11, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yep. Hold that fast, that no man take thy crown. Okay? What are you supposed to hold on to? It's this word, all right? Do everything that you can in your portion, in your spirit, to what the Lord has given you in order to receive your crown, man. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Because the outcome, the long term of it, is going to be better for you. That's right. All right? Enduring this thing, man. It's all about enduring. You know, praying to Yahweh Shemel Shai that we are that called and chosen, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
Matthew 24 is 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
The same shall be saved. Look at that word endure. The word in
But basically, to endure, it goes back to the Hebrew word. I don't know what the Greek word is. The Hebrew word, I believe, is calm, which means make the heart, make tough. And it's tough for you to make hard so you can endure, like absorb.
That's right. That's right. The Greek word is hypomeno, which means to remain, to abide, not to recede or flee. Okay? So we got to go through it. This is part of that straight gate. All right? Which what is the straight gate going to lead to? Everlasting life. All right? The elect receiving the palms, the victory, the crowns on your head. You know? Kingship. Well, we got to go through that straight gate, that position of difficulty in order to make it into that kingdom, to gain that respect.
Which is why we go through the trials and tribulation now, and test now, so that we can be hardened, and be strong enough to go through it.
That's right.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them, for the Lord thy power, He it is that doeth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
Yep, that's it right there. Be strong, be of good courage. Okay. It reads, it says, to preserve under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in a Mashiach, to endure, bear bravely, and calmly ill treatments. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. Like the brother said, we have to become hardened. We have to endure those ill treatments. Some brothers are going to have to lose their lives, right? Go to Revelations 20 and 4. Some brothers are going to have to lose their life, all right? But that's also going to be a trial of your faith. It's going to be an ill treatment, but nevertheless, when we trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, He's still going to give you that reward for being what? Faithful and obedient to the very last moments, seconds. All right?
I like to use this example of when it comes to mixed martial arts or fighting, they have what is called body hardening.
Yep.
So when you hit wood or your hard surfaces with your knuckles, your fists, your elbows, your knees, your foot, you keep hitting it and it hurts you.
Yeah.
But it gets a point to where your body gets hardened, where you no longer feel that blow.
Right.
You don't feel it no more. So when you throw a punch, it don't hurt you, but it'll hurt with whatever you hit. It causes damage.
Right.
But the body's been hardened so much because you done put it through so much rigorous, like friction and hardening it, that it absorbs whatever it hits without paining you.
Right, exactly. You wanna know another example? Just look at your feet. You got all that callus on your feet for walking on this concrete. Hey, that's hardness right there. Hey, that shit being built up, all that white shit down there. They give you that. They got that commercial.
Walk on glass,
right? They got that egg and shit so you can scrape that shit out. That's hardness right there. But go ahead, hey, you gotta have jokes in this thing, man. Man, they always gonna be stiff, man. You know, but go ahead. Hey, but that's serious though, because it's a mentality that you're really gonna have, you know. And when the Lord puts you through scenarios, certain situations, sometimes you take it in the flesh as like, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. But then you go back to the scripture, the Lord said, look, I'm not gonna tempt you above your measures. I'm not gonna put something upon you that you're not gonna be able to handle. You gotta believe that. You know what I mean? You're gonna make a way for you to escape and bear it. You know what I mean? So your flesh might be troubled. You might feel the troubleness in your mind, but then you gotta calm your mind down and know what the scriptures say in order for you to be like, you know what? Hey, I got this. Yahweh shall be with me. I'm gonna be able to make it through this, man. Okay? So when that time comes, hey, the devil's gonna try some brothers' faith. But how were the Maccabee brothers? Those are perfect examples, right? They were willing to give up their lives, sacrifice body parts, and the mindset they had was, we're gonna gain all this back, even more. You know what I mean?
And you still going into slavery.
And you still going into slavery.
They still trying to ask his faith.
Right? Yeah, the outcome don't change.
They're about to get tortured.
Right. That's mad hardening.
Each one of them got tortured right in front of the other one.
Yeah.
And the next one came up and gave him even more, went even more harder on him. Like,
right.
You ain't getting out. You do what you want to do to us.
Man.
You ain't getting out of this.
Being boiled alive,
It was bold as lions.
Bold, man. And that's part of also having the clear vision and understand the scriptures, because we know that, hey, the Lord is able to raise up stones, man. The Lord is able to change us. You know what I'm saying? And hey, to hell with these bodies that we have. They're not going into the kingdom of heaven anyways. These bodies that we have are going to be changed in a twinkling of an eye. Okay? We're going to get extraterrestrial bodies.
Right.
Okay? Bodies that will never suffer illnesses, that will never hurt. You know what I'm saying? Be weak. All right? The things that we deal with in these weak flesh, we're not going to suffer these things when the Lord changes, man. So it's like, shit, go ahead. Put me to death. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And I like they say, I'd rather die on my feet than die on my knees, man. Right. Graveling unto you, man.
Die on your feet and live on your knees.
Right, and live on my knees, man. Yeah, that's a better. That's it. And live on your knees, Which that's what Isaiah 30 is about. Jake running to Pharaoh for the one and help of all things. They're crawling to this man. Esau gonna put your back against the wall till you gonna beg him. Please just give us some water. I just need some toilet paper, maybe some diapers, And that motherfucker gonna treat you like shit, man, and then give you the bare minimum, Throw you some pork right on the floor, While we just trust in the Lord, man. That's right. Right?
Revelations chapter 20, verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of God, of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua Mashiach 1,000 years.
I'm sorry, read that part again now. From the top.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua Mashiach.
I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. Okay, the souls that were beheaded, man. Hey, death is nothing but the spirit leaving this mortal flesh. Okay, And in the end, the transformation. Energy is being transferred. Okay? Really, there's no such thing as death. When you understand it, your body may go back into the grave, okay? But your spirit lives on forever. All right? It's an energy that goes back into the Heavenly Father, right? All right? The Lord just gonna put it into a new and better improved body. You know? Something that Esau wishes that he can acquire, man. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why he's coming up with this whole AI and this whole artificial intelligence and you and him controlling your life and manipulating it. It's because he wants to do things like the Most High could do, you know. But see, the Lord's gonna do the things that Esau would wish he could acquire. He's gonna do it for us, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to gather them and put them all in slavery. Matter of fact, can you also can we get that in 1 Corinthians 15? The transformation of the body. Read it again now.
You still want light affliction?
Yeah, it's still 15. That goes with it. Okay, you can read that first.
It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua Mashiach, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua Mashiach 1,000 years.
So look, the elect didn't compromise. They didn't compromise their stance, okay, in order to prolong their life. All right. It say he that loses his life shall gain it. He that gaineth his life shall lose it. Okay. It's going to be a decision that you're going to have to make in the last days. All right. And the best one to make is to be on the Lord's side.
Right.
So 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Look, Paul described it as a light affliction. All right. And you read into the scriptures, man.
He had some of the most afflictions.
Right.
He's one of the light.
Right. I always mention about when he was what's that, Acts 14 and 21, where it said through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. You read up, he was stoned. Okay, before that happened, before he even made that statement, man. Okay. You know, the apostles, they were going through all different types of tribulations and afflictions, okay? All for the words of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? But it's a light affliction, okay?
But for a moment.
But for a moment, anything that the Lord puts upon us, we're going to be able to handle it, okay?
Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
We look not at the things which are seen, okay? Everything around us which we see, we rather give up all this. You know? To hell with a Audi, you know, a BMW. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, if you could get one, that's cool. It's a nice car. Don't get me wrong. Lexus, dope car. You know? But I'd rather acquire a chariot. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a palace that I actually own, that I don't have to pay no property taxes.
Right.
You know? I'd rather have kingship. But if the money, whose face is on that money? That's my money right there.
Right.
You know? I'd rather have nations come and bending to me, offering up their princesses, okay? Their daughters, all right? Giving me their precious ointments, silver, gold, stones, cattle, you know, spices, all right? Fabrics, okay? Not this shit that we got. You know, we think that just because we rock some Nikes, some Jordans, like that shit the shit. We're gonna be decked out in the kingdom shining. You know what I'm saying? Exalted kingdom, man. You know? That's why we look down at things in this place, man. You gotta really, when it comes down to the truth, you really have to have a king mentality, man. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have the vision. Right. You got, like the brother said, you gotta think big. But see, where there is no vision, the people perish, man. All right? Go ahead.
For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Look, the things that we see are temporal. Okay? Matter of fact, Dr. Locke, go to First John 2 and 15. The things that we see, hey, it's just, hey, you know, it just makes the flesh feel good for a temporary moment. You know, you feel good about riding in a new car, but after a while it just get old, and that motherfucker start breaking down, and then you got problems. Then you gotta ask for help if you ain't got the money. You know what I mean? It come in a sudden when you least expect it. You know, we're gonna have to worry about that shit in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I mean?
Worry about putting tags on your car.
Yeah, tags on your car. You ain't paid off your tickets. They don't go away if you don't pay them shit. They don't go into collections. Them motherfuckers go straight to the DMV. They just stack up on your ass. You know what I mean? And they suspend your license if you don't pay for it. You know? We don't look on shit here. It's hell. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. When you think about what other option that we have, we got to move forward with the Lord said, with the Lord's plan, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to inherit riches and great glory, man. Right. And it starts by this word. This word is what's already empowering us with riches, man. We really, like brother said, we really high value men, okay, out here. You know, brothers don't think of yourself as nothing less, man. Yeah, we humble, but we're really high value men. We have the greatest riches on the planet Earth, which is this knowledge, man. Okay, to be able to believe and see these things, even though we haven't seen it. Okay, by faith.
Right. Get the faith.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
This is This is First John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Look, the scriptures say, "Love not this world." Okay, you know, Jake can't give up this world. You know what I mean? They want to. Hey, Jake will go scratching and crawling and fighting for this place to continue. Nah, man, you gotta let this shit go. You know, there's better, way better, right?
Above and beyond everything you see around you.
Right, and it's coming real soon. All we need is Yahweh Shai to come. That's what we waiting for, to get picked up and for everything to be put back in its right order. Okay, this devil goes out of power, man. Everything is going to change, and it's all going to change for the better. Okay, even the heathens are going to rejoice.
Right.
The scriptures say when the wicked rule, the people mourn. Or when the righteous in authority, the people rejoice, man.
Right.
All right. We need Yahweh Shai to come for righteousness to dwell throughout the whole world and for things to be good again.
And here's the thing: the last time the people rejoiced was when King Solomon was in power.
That's right.
That's right.
And
That's
that was
real.
under the Israelite rulership.
Man.
So the next time they're gonna rejoice is when the Israelites are back in power.
That's right.
Man, that's real, bro. That's real. Hey, you had Hiram. He was working well with Solomon. You know what I mean? He wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? All the other nations pretty much, man. They
Ran through the port.
Yeah.
You know, with the import-export, he had a navy, he had everything. You know, and that was through suggestion of David.
David,
David
yeah.
put the other nations in subjection, and the order was set.
Man, yeah, bro.
You know?
Hey,
What's gonna happen now? David was the king of Israel, right?
Yep.
So the king of kings gonna come, which is Yahweh Shai, and he's gonna put all these other nations in subjection. Just like the laid out. You understand?
When you understand,
Bro, it's beautiful.
It's
Like,
beautiful,
and
bro.
it makes perfect sense.
It's right, bro.
You know?
Man, that's real, bro. Go ahead.
And then you want to get a little bit more deeper on it. Who was Solomon?
Right. Yahweh Shai, man.
So when Solomon was on the earth, that was the last time when the world had peace. And the people would rejoice, right?
Yep.
So that same man Solomon is going to be reincarnated as Yahweh Shai when he comes back the second time. He's gonna bring that right back.
He's gonna bring it right back, and that's gonna be an everlasting peace.
Yeah, everlasting peace.
You know, they're gonna be just for a time period, and then we go down. No, the scriptures say the saints shall take the kingdom, and we're gonna inherit it forever and ever and ever, all throughout the generations and the ages. You know, we are here at the door. Where we at? Yeah, keep reading on that.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Man, you know, and when you read that, you know what I'm saying, love not the world, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? This shit gets tiring. Going, you know, seeing the same chicks at the same bar, they already been ran through. You know what I mean? You go to the same club. You know what I mean? This shit get old, man. You go and look at ass for so long. You know what I mean? Shit don't change. You know what I mean? And you think about you want better for yourself and your children anyways, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tired of struggling here, you know? Tired of looking at these ugly ass devils, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm tired of them looking down on me. You know? We need absolute righteousness to reign on the planet Earth. And this is what it's gonna take for things to get set back right, man. It's for you to give up this place and start following back after righteousness again, man. Once the elect is sealed, that's it for this place, man. That's why we say to hell with it, you know? Woman, you try to do your best with your woman. You know what I mean? You gotta do all types of thoughts of how she learned this move and how she know how to do this so good. You know what I mean? Shit is
The many practices.
the many practices that she can have before she met you. Use goods.
The funny thing about it is like women go like they'll get used up by all these guys, right?
Yeah.
They don't understand that your box, the lifespan of your box is based off the usury of it.
Right.
How much
right.
it's been used. Like like a woman's vagina. It's similar to a rubber band, right?
Right.
You keep pulling that rubber band,
Stretch.
you keep stretching it and stretching it. Eventually, what's gonna happen? You're gonna see those wrinkles in it.
Right.
It's gonna get softer and softer. It's not gonna have the strength, the same tough, nice elastic.
Right.
It's gonna snap. When it snaps, that means you got no balls.
You just fall in that
like what was that movie where it was a skit, bro, on YouTube, bro. One dude went to go and have sex with a woman, he fell all the way down and dropped down. There was another dude in there.
Oh shit!
It's like
Oh
supposed
shit!
to be inside her box. He fell in.
That motherfucker living in there.
He said, man, I've been down here, man. He said, man, you might as well grab something to eat over there. You'll be here for a while.
Damn, bro.
Meaning basically she swallowed men up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
a shame.
there was a song in the 80s called She's a Man Eater.
Damn.
And that was like twofold. Like she'll eat them up sexually, but then she'll eat them and chew them up and spit them out.
Man.
She on to the next dude.
On to the
I mean,
next.
she done used him up, got what she wants from him, and then she's on to the next guy.
And stole your soul.
And then after a woman goes through all this, back and forth with all these different dudes, right? It's like, who wants? So what would you do if you open up a candy bar, 2-3 bites is already bit off it?
Right.
You ain't want to eat that.
This shit.
That's what we're forced to deal with when it comes to a society that pushes promiscuous.
Yep.
You know, like these women be with me. They family be telling me, girl, do your thing, run around.
Bro.
Don't be settling it down. You too young, experience and go be with as many men. And then when you get older, when you get in your late 20s and 30s, then you want to walk down the aisle with a white dress like you're pure.
Right.
You're not.
Right. This shit is hell, man.
You've been purely passed around.
That shit is crazy, bro. I dealt with a woman whose family members told her that you're still young, you're still pretty, you know.
Have your fun.
You know, basically, don't let this nigga tie you down. That's what they were saying in the other roundabout way. In my face. Oh, you know what I mean? In my face. And I had to just be like, these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? God damn. But see, we ain't gonna deal with that in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Nope.
You know? That's why the scriptures say, love not this world. And if you want to love this world, you become an enemy of the Most High. That's enmity against the Most High, man. All right. Slide, bro. Yeah, you want to say something?
A brother posted in the YouTube post of a quote from Jada Pinkett Smith saying, "Don't let your husband stop you from finding your soulmate."
Oh, you see
Is
what?
that misentanglement? That's misentanglement.
Yeah, huh?
I mean, you see what happened with that that singer.
Yeah, they're entangled.
Who's that? What's that nigga name? August Asina. Yeah. You know, she was popping him and shit. You know, shit crazy. And that whole family is fucked up.
Yeah,
Man.
it's crazy. You know, 50 Cent had asked Will Smith, like, yo, if you had this man in your house, you know what I'm saying, dicking your wife down. And he gonna say F you to 50. What you mean F you to 50? Like that's a valid question.
Right.
Like how are you got this woman, you done been over and had children with her and everything, you know, all this stuff, and then it's coming out, all this shit coming out talking about that she wasn't, that Tupac didn't want her to be with him, and that she would have Tupac was her first choice, and not Will Smith is the second choice. I don't know if that's true or not, or whatever it may be. But like, how you gonna take that much disrespect? Like
That shit wicked, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that shit wicked. You know?
but the thing is, but like, to be real, they all the reason why they keep their kids is bisexual and do homosexual things because Will and Jada, that's how they are.
Yep.
Jada, he can't really. I've heard stories, man. In LA, man, you hear shit get around, man. Like Jada then came home and found Will in bed with 2 football players, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? From Miami Dolphins.
Damn.
I'm serious, like that's and then my cousin, she said she done seen Jada at the fucking gay club with Queen Latifah and the Brat and all of them. They go to the gay club all the time.
Damn.
Leave with chicks, like they had a wild marriage. So to the whole world, we look at it like that's crazy and wild, but that's just the MO of their relationship.
Man,
That's how they get down. You know, it just so happened that she took it to that far, and it was disrespectful to him because why? Because it was another man.
Right.
She was banging another man in the house.
That's it, right. And that's what we deal with in this society, man. Alternative lifestyle, swingers. You know what I'm saying? Which clearly goes against what Yahweh Shemel Shai had written for our people to not do, man. You know what I mean? It leads nothing but to death and houses broken up and all type of shit like that, man. But see, that's why the Lord said, read it again, bro. You know, love not this world, man. This world needs to be destroyed, man.
Right. And don't tell them what their kids done seen.
Man,
With them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. So I heard Jaden, he messes with Tyler the Creator, man. You know, that's his little butt buddy friend. You know,
Telling themselves all through their music about what types of things that they're involved in and the things that they have to do in order to keep that lifestyle.
Yep.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Why? The love of the Father is not in you because why? Because you're doing what the world, what's pushed on the world, which will be the opposite of what the scriptures are. Right. You're not giving you're not giving yourself to do right by the Most High. You're giving yourself over to do what? The leaders of this world that pushes these agendas that tell you all this stuff is fine to do.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you come home and another man's banging out your woman. The scriptures say you can put him to death. Well, that should be the law of the land. Well, you should be able to do that.
Right.
The scriptures tell you that jealousy is the rage of a man. So if we come home and you lose your cool because another dude is wearing your woman out, you have the right to put them both to death.
Right.
But in this world, you can't do that. Why? That's a double homicide on you.
Right.
You done.
Done. It's through.
Because they push. What do they push? They put the opposite of the scripture.
Right. And then a woman, she'll come in and she'll beat the shit out of another woman for laying with her man. Will show you that the women have taken on a role. Women have taken on a role. Man, while I was watching the video last night, this bitch was beating this bitch with like a cast iron while she was in the bed sleeping. And I mean, you hear every hit, bang, 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 and she under the cover, so she don't see it coming. And then she just like, what did I do? You laying with my nigga? And the dude like, nah, bro. You know, he got that down south type of talk. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let me go. That shit, it shouldn't be like that, man.
You seen that video? It's like a Northern Kingdom chick is on the stairs. She gets pistol whipped by another chick. She got the gun on her.
Damn.
And she was like, "What did I shoot you? I kill you. You gonna keep fucking with him?" Because she was dealing with her dude. But the funny thing about it, according to the scriptures, as long as that chick that was getting beat with that gun, as long as she ain't have a man, that's lawful for him to do.
Right. That's lawful.
If he want to deal with another woman, he can deal with another woman.
Right.
But you running up on this woman with a gun? I mean, she beat her, busted her shit all up, the gun all over her face and everything.
I believe it, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of women get off in this life on crimes that they commit, man. But see, when you think about it realistically, it's actually better for you and your household if y'all come together, man.
Right.
Under one consent.
You talking about polygamy, right?
Right.
Building of a nation.
Building of a nation. That's how you really build your nations. You have more resources, okay, economic wise, man. You know what I'm saying? More help at that. A lot of you women that are single, and single mothers at that, you make it really harder on yourself because of the belief that the devil has given you. Okay? Which if you had that extra help, you wouldn't be so tired. You know, you hear women, I'm a single mother, I work 2 jobs, I go to school, I'm just so tired. Well, you wouldn't deal with all them problems if you would just incorporate what the scriptures say. But you're a sister wise. Somebody you can trust.
The funny thing is that these women out here in these relationships or whatever, realistically, you sharing your man anyway.
Right.
He just not letting you know about it. A lot of dudes seeing other women on the side and stuff, they would much rather let you know, but you won't flip out. You can't handle that because you're jealous. Women they so jealous, they think that they deserve to have a man on for themselves. When it's a shortage of men. Right. It's not enough men. Right. It's not enough men. It's not. It's like 7 to 1. Right. Okay. It's like 7 women, 1 man. That's not including the gay men that don't want they 7. Right. That's not including the men that washed up. They can't get to their 7. So it's really 21 to 1 odds out here. Right. That's a whole lot of players. But you so special that you can have him all to yourself.
He's just mine. Like, hey, the scriptures don't say when a wife getteth a husband, she foundeth a possession. It doesn't say that. It says when a man gets a wife, he has gotten him a possession. Okay? You know? It's backwards.
Because in today's society, as the scripture says, love not the world. The world teaches you that what? That the women is the prize.
Yeah.
My dad got these bitches, and I just money. But the prize is the man. The man is the prize. Matter of fact, hold that, bro. Get Isaiah 32 and 2. Because the man is the prize. The women, you're a gift to the man. The Most High, you're a gift to the man. The Most High gave you to the man.
You said 32 and 2.
Yeah. Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest.
Right. So if the woman was the prize, if she was the special one, shouldn't she be the one that hide the tempest?
Right.
Shouldn't she be the covering?
Right.
No, the man is the covering.
Sure.
Now, if you can grab, just jump down, I think it is it, where it says, I make a man more precious than fine gold?
That's
Yeah, 13 to 12. Yeah, finish that.
It says, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Right, which means which means the Most High is going to give the man all that's needed to provide and protect. We're going to get into that too.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Isn't that the prize? Sound like the prize to me. If the man is being more precious than fine gold, then he's the prize.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can't get a scripture to come out of here where the Most High called men a woman above men.
Right.
Or put women in a better light than a man.
Not one.
And if the only one you can go to is what? Jeremiah 31. Get that right quick. There's a key word to that. Jeremiah 31, I believe it's 22.
Yep. Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
The backsliding daughter. Disobedient daughter. You women of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
It says, for the Lord have created a new thing in the earth.
And what?
For the Lord have created a new thing in the earth.
Which means a new thing, which means that's not even supposed to be happening. This is something new.
That's right.
What is this something new? It's new based on the so-called white man, is how he gets you to love the world.
That's right.
He changed what the Most High is going to say. You turn things inside out, so think about to get the whole church. Go get 29 and 16 right there.
Right. If I can make a point, bro, because you mentioned Isaiah 13 and 12, the goal, right? So me and this brother did a lesson called A Woman's Only Fan Should Be a Man of the Lord, right? So when you look up fan, it's somebody that devotes themselves to somebody. Okay? A fanatic. You see? And when you look up the word devote, it goes into somebody that worships somebody. So if you're gonna devote yourself to somebody, you should devote yourself to a man of the Lord, worship him. Because really, what's the order? The order is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man and woman. We're really your Lord, your God. They're not
Sure.
Yeah, she called Abraham Lord. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna give him that finish there at Jeremiah right quick?
Yep.
Thing in the earth. We're gonna get that.
This is back in Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, how long will thou go about, thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man.
Woman shall surpass a man. Why? Get that Isaiah. And you get Genesis 3:16.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
Right, so the so-called white man have changed things upside down, changed it inside out, making what's good look wrong, look bad, and what's bad look good. So that's why these women, that is the new thing of women compassing a man, which is not, should never be done. Now, you mentioned the OnlyFans, right? OnlyFans should be a man, right? She's supposed to be a fan of him, right? It's fanatic. What do you think that Genesis 3?
Like you good, G.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. It reads, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Right, the desire. Brother went into what it means to be a fanatic, right? Or a fan, right? So a woman's only fan should be her man, and her desire is for what? Go ahead.
It says, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. and he shall rule over thee.
He shall rule over thee. So if he's gonna rule over you, that means that he's fully gonna be who your only fan is.
Right.
You're only gonna be a fan of him.
Right.
And when it means that your desire, that means you're supposed to desire what he wants.
Right.
You should be checking what he feels. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how you feel, what you want, your desire. And when we get in the kingdom, our women gonna be in order, and that's what they gonna want. It's gonna be that like people, the first coming to America, when she was like, whatever you like.
That's right.
But she's gonna, in the kingdom, our women are gonna truly want what they want, gonna want what the man wants.
Right.
Because that's what's gonna make her happy, to make him happy.
Man, hey, bro, because I didn't have women tell me, I'm not gonna cook for you unless you put a ring on my finger. Now let's say that's what a part that was. Let's say hypothetically that was part of our law, right? You had to put a ring on a woman's finger. Now, why in the hell would I take a risk and putting a ring on your finger if that's not an attribute that you already show in the beginning? I'm taking a gamble with you. You know what I'm saying?
Just they always slip up and once they get that.
They get the validation and the bitch don't do nothing. Now we just married. Now you arguing with the bitch. I thought you was gonna cook for me and clean for me. Nah, nigga, I just want the ring. You know?
Really, she said, I just want the benefits.
The benefits, right? You know?
You couldn't get on your benefits without being benefits.
Right.
The ring is the icing on the cake.
It's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to make that point. I want to go tomorrow.
Yeah, so the man is the person on your work in Isaiah 4:1.
Isaiah 4:1. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day, 7 women shall.
Sorry.
In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread.
So what's going on in that day? That's talking about the day of the Lord's wrath. That's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble kick off. So in that day, it's gonna be so bad that the women they gonna throw out all what they believe in now of one man, one woman. That's gonna go out the window. So why in the world would 7 women want to take hold of one man? Because that's going to be a man of the Lord. Right. And the Most High is going to be doing miraculous things for that man. Women are going to see that man is escaping shit.
Right.
But the man next to him will lay down in his bloods on the earth.
Right.
Most High is going to be laying men, putting their head to the earth.
Yeah.
People going to be getting killed. But they going to say, damn, this is something about him.
Right.
He's being provided. Not only he's being provided, he's being protected.
Yeah.
And he looks so damn prepared for this.
Right.
So how in the world is that working? Then God is with him. That's what they're gonna say. So they're gonna want to take hold of that man.
Right.
Because you know why? Because there's gonna be other women that's gonna be protected by being alongside that man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It reads on, it says, we will eat of our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
So we'll feed ourselves, we'll clothe ourselves. Just let us become your wife, so you could take away our reproach, take away the blame of us, of the judgment that should be coming our way. Get us out of that judgment. Because remember, we went into it earlier. What's going to happen to those men? Those men that have the mark of exemption, the tawab. So they're not going. So the women that's with them is going to be protected like they protected.
That's right. I got a quick one for you, bro.
You got it.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 16. It says, therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in the highways, alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as were skillful of lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, For I will pass through thee, saith the Lord.
Yeah, the Most High is going to go out there and be passing judgment through everywhere. Matter of fact, since you in Amos, get 7 and 17. So the Most High is going to be sending judgment, and the death angels are going to be out there. And the only ones who are going to be receiving any type of mercy and escape is the men of the Lord.
Right.
So you ain't gonna be able to misunderstand it. You're not gonna be able to get it confused. You're gonna know clearly that the Most High is protecting these men. These men are special,
Right.
and you're gonna want to be with that man.
Right.
But some of you women, you just gonna get judged. So I ain't got that. You got Isaiah 32 and 9.
Because you know when a woman screams for help, right? That's code for a man to step in.
Right.
Help! She want a man to step in. So a lot of women are gonna be screaming help in that day. Okay?
Exactly. Ain't gonna be all you tough broads, all you chicks want to do MMA and all that. You should look at what happened to that chick that fought that transgender MMA fighter.
Broke off.
She got the brakes beat off her ass. If I'm not mistaken, she got her jaw broken and fractured skulls.
Fractured skull, bro.
Like that let you know that, and that's a man who's trying to be a woman.
Yeah.
Ain't a man that's a man.
That's all
Like
all them different types of hormone pills.
yeah. To snatch away some of that testosterone and load it up with estrogen.
Yeah.
Still cracked you up. Still broke your ass off.
Man.
But some of you women gonna deserve a lot of the judgment that's coming because you are gonna receive a lot of judgment because you deserve it.
Man.
Get that, Amos?
This is Amos chapter 7, verse 17. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be. It says, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
And that's what's going on right now. A lot of you women out there are harlots in these cities. You know damn well you got a man at home. You got a husband at home. You do a little tricky shit. Tell your man, oh, it's girls' night out.
Oh,
You ain't with the girls. You on a vacation with your side dude. Y'all do all kind of wild wicked stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got secondary phones that he don't know about. That you talking to dudes. You know, y'all do all kind of sneaky. Y'all are the most craftiest, conniving creatures on the earth, man. Like my godfather told me this 20 years ago. He told me this. He said a woman can have sex with 2-3 dudes behind a pole and you don't see nothing.
man.
But you can't. But he said don't never feel sorry for a woman. A woman can go outside and meet a man and take care of her for the rest of her life. You can't get a woman to buy you a drink at a club. He might have bought her 3-4 drinks already.
Man.
This is what we're dealing with, the imbalance in today's world. That's why the scripture says, love not the world, like the brother said. Go on.
Walk to y'all, man.
Right? I'll stay strong. So the Most High is not with that. He's going to do some major judging. Go ahead and read that again in Amos.
It says, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Right, your sons and daughters going to fall by the sword. Why? Because all these women out here being harlots, you Most High going to judge you harshly. He's gonna put swords to asses on that day.
Man.
Are you women like to run around, get on the social media, butt ass, damn near almost naked? Every single poser chick got to show her ass. That's your best asset. You got to get them angles where you got to show your ass in your face. You got to twist it down so you can show that curve, you know, to show that you got ass.
Man.
Get that, Isaiah, you got?
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
And all you women are at ease in America. If a woman was given a chance, okay, go into the kingdom or continue on in America, they all want to continue on. Because they're winning right here.
They're winning, yeah.
They put in first place. So they'll continue that. That's what they want to do. They will let this place go on and on.
Man.
Because you're at ease. The so-called white man allow you to be put in positions that you would never be put in, that you never was in ancient biblical times.
Never.
You were covered up and kept at home.
They don't like that, bro.
No, hell no, they don't like that.
Tell a woman put a hair wrap on.
And no, I'll fight you tooth and nail to not put a head wrap on. Go ahead.
It says, "Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come."
Gather shall not come. The vengeance will fail, meaning your ways are going to be done with. That's going to be most likely going to put an end to that. You're going to be reduced to a humble chick.
Yeah.
Trying to hope and beg to get one of those men to let me jump on team. I don't care how many you got already. And when you read Isaiah 4:1, it says 7 women, so take hold of one man. That don't mean the number 7.
Right.
It means a complete number. So however many number of women that is completed to be joined unto that man, that's what it'll be.
Man, don't call me.
Give Micah
Your ass
7
gonna
and
get a
10.
Heisman to your mouth and a foot to your mouth, man. A Leonidas foot at that.
But the thing about it is, you think that like I know the scriptures say some harlots, like some of the harlot women are going to be saved.
Yeah.
But a lot of you women, and what it mean by that, man, let's just get that straight. That don't mean that she wilding out. A harlot woman is a woman that's been with more than one man.
That's it.
If you've been with more than one man, you've played the harlot.
That's it. Yeah.
You've been with many lovers. You've been with multiple guys.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that some of these chicks out here they got blown up over hundreds of dudes.
Man,
Like they'll never tell you their body count.
I only been with 3, maybe 5 guys. Just lying like a motherfucker.
When they tell you something like that, you better pull out the algebra.
Right, I know, right.
Multiplying, adding. Don't do no subtracting.
Don't subtract it. Hold up.
Just multiply and add.
You gotta count for one night stands, you know what I'm saying? Guys and shit.
gotta carry the two.
Like, how many zeros, right? Hit the decimal points.
Yeah. Throw some interest on it.
Right.
For the ones you don't want to claim. I don't know. He just ate me out.
Right. Oh, that's it.
Like, he don't count. Like,
Fuck out of here.
You know, I don't even remember what happened. I just woke up next to him. We were naked.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't even know if we really did it.
Man, I done heard crazy ass stuff. I didn't have to hop out the window. Like, God damn, man. The fuck?
Yeah, y'all women out there, man. Them body counts is up there.
Yeah. And that's why y'all women is aggressive, man.
Yeah.
You got all them spirits on you.
Yeah.
All that sperm that goes inside you, that's different men's spirit that's inside that never leaves. So you wonder why you just extra aggressive, you know what I mean, for no reason. You having too much sex, unprotected sex with different men. That's why.
DNA is implanted in you and it never leaves.
It never leaves. You know what I mean? So reality, that man's spirit is always going to be on you, man. So when you battling a woman, you're not battling just that woman. You battling another dude.
Spirit, yeah. You gotta go to war with her, with the spirits that's on her from another man's vibrations.
That's why I don't like them aggressive ass women. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? I want you to be soft and delicate, bitch.
Nurturing.
Nurturing,
Hey, that's how you know she been with so many dudes.
Yeah.
When she got all these mood swings, them ain't mood swings. It's different form versions of another man's spirit coming forth.
Man, if she talking about she got to go to therapy and she 25, leave that bitch alone. you got therapy at 25? Leave that bitch alone, man.
She got multiple kids. You don't even count how many abortions she done had.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole other side of the coin. Go ahead with that.
This is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. It says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
Now trodden down the mire of the streets. I mean, you're gonna get trampled. It's gonna be so. You're gonna be, man. When this thing kicks off, you're gonna see so many women like, man. Women gonna be getting dealt with very, very, very strong and harshly, man. Especially you Southern Kingdom women, all y'all weaves and hair and all that gonna be all on the ground.
Man.
Weave over here and you over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be took to the ringer.
Snatched up.
Get go back to Isaiah 13 and 12. Yeah. Because it's going to be a mass rabbit shit coming up. It's going to be rabbit season
You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna be putting all that cosmetics on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have access to that shit. All them eyelashes, them long ass claws, all that fake ass hair,
that makeup,
that contour and shit.
all that foundation. You know the funniest thing is, y'all ain't gonna have, when this thing kicks off, women ain't gonna have access to beautify themselves.
Nope.
So some of you women gonna wolf the fuck out. A lot of y'all some hairy bastards, man. I'm serious, man. They gonna get this shit waxed. Some of them, they have that 5 o'clock shadow and shit. Even Southern Kingdom, man. I mean Northern Kingdom, man. They have a sideburns down their chin strap and shit. Y'all get hairy than the motherfucker. So you able to go over here and get your eyebrows done and get all that waxed and get all that cleaned up. But when you can't got access to none of that, all that hair gonna grow.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna be looking like a goddamn freak show out here with no makeup, hairy than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But there gonna be some dudes out there that still gonna take your ass.
Take
Still gonna be rocking your socks, and you're not gonna want him to touch you.
Hey, the lawyers in an earthquake to the crazies in jail. Let they ass loose. They gonna be out here horny to the motherfuckers.
Yep. Smashing and dashing everywhere.
Right. Them motherfuckers already been institutionalized for years. So Lord, let their ass out. Oh man, you women ain't gonna make it.
Running after you with a hard ass rod on you.
Right.
Pulling up on your ass. Hey, go ahead.
Oh man, that's funny.
This is Isaiah chapter 13,
Damn.
verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Yeah, and that time's gonna be so bad. All these other nations, they gonna try to get the hell up out of here. They want to get around their own kind so they can all protect each other. Go ahead.
Verse 15, every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them
We
shall.
spoke on that earlier. You're gonna be seeing people getting put to death at a high rate. But the most High gonna have the men of the Lord being surviving. That's why the women gonna want that man. Seven women gonna want to take hold of that one man of the Lord.
That's right.
Because they're gonna be having men get thrust through right in their face. Go ahead.
It says, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
The children gonna be dashed to pieces right before these people, before these women's eyes. Not just the women, but the men too. That goes back to Ezekiel 9:4, which says, kill utterly old and young, little children. Go ahead.
It says, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Their house is gonna be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Ravished means, if you need a modern day word to understand it, it means rape. You're gonna be getting brutally raped. Grab Zechariah 14. Start from the top. So the wise rabbit, it's gonna be rape season.
Man.
And if it's gonna be rape season, what that means? See, the thing about it is you used to the movies.
Right.
You used to what you see on a movie. Unless you've been actually raped or you done see somebody raped, the only rape that you know about is what they show you on TV.
Right.
The type of raping that's going to be happening is going to be very, very, very brutal.
Right.
A man ain't going to reason with you. You ain't going to be able to wrestle and tussle with him. When he going to take you and you don't want him taking you and you going to put up a fight, he going to hit your ass so hard that this whole eye going to close.
Right.
And it's going to be purple.
Right.
And it's going to get out here. It's going to get so swollen, you're going to see it swollen from your other eye.
Right.
That's how big this shit is. And you're going to be dazed. If he didn't knock you out cold, then he might slack you in your mouth and knock teeth down your throat. Because he's not going to fuck around with you. Like the brother said, they're going to be letting out the penitentiary. dudes been working out with crazy strength. When they hit you and damn near crack your skull, you got a concussion. You wake up and you getting smashed by a different dude.
Yeah.
It ain't the same dude who knocked you out.
They did
It's
shit
a-
in
he
last.
done skeeted and you and skeeted out of there.
Damn.
2, 3 other dudes done had you during the time you've been knocked out.
Right.
This is the latest dude hopping on top of you.
Right.
So you're gonna get those women that's been harlots in the city, like we read in Amos 7:17. You gonna really used to banging dudes anyway.
Yeah.
You gonna get rape trains ran on you.
Yeah. I mean, you like having your titties out.
Right.
You like having your ass showing. You know, all this spandex, all this clothes that show off your body. So it's gonna be a curse to you. You're pretty as hell. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a curse in that day if you ain't got a man in the Lord. You know what I mean? You think that you're pretty, then you've been using your looks as a means of, making money and your body as a means to, what I'm saying, do your thing and get everything you want. Well, guess what? It's gonna be the opposite in that time. It's gonna be a curse, not a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you women fail to realize.
Yep. It's gonna backfire on you. It's gonna totally backfire on you. And the thing about a lot of you women, like you like this attention, right? So Apostle Rakan said this years ago. He said it says women don't have a problem with being raped, right? Like it's a lot of women's fantasy.
Right.
They've written, it's a fantasy of it. The problem is they don't want to be raped by. They want to get raped by who they want to be raped by.
Right.
He said the thing about rape, it says what a man does is he cuts all the games because women like to play games. They cut through all the games and just take it. Just go straight to the point and just take it. If a woman sit out and pick out whatever dude they want to rape, they ain't got a problem with this dude raping them. They just got a problem when it's the wrong dude that they don't want and he starts raping them. And guess what's gonna happen? That's what it's gonna be.
Right.
There's gonna be a bunch of type of men that you don't want touching you. The same type of man that you in society when you have law enforcement on your side, you dial those 3 magic numbers and get a man put in jail. The same dudes you diss all day long, those are going to be the ones going to have at it with you.
That's it.
Because you're not going to have that protection.
That's it.
Go ahead, read that. Zechariah.
This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken,
Now remember it says spoils, right? Go ahead.
and the houses rifled, and the women ravished.
Okay, so when you go into that word rifle, it means to stifle through. So people are gonna be in their house and they're gonna wake up to somebody rumbling through their stuff. Somebody in the drawers trying to find what they can, or in the refrigerator, or somewhere in their house trying to get whatever spoils they can get, whatever goods that they want, they trying to take. Then they're gonna go upstairs and they're gonna put the man to death, and they're gonna take that woman. They're gonna rape her, ravish again. So it's gonna be a mass raping. It's gonna be raping season in full effect.
Right.
And you women out there that's been doing all the opposite the scriptures say, and you don't want to get right. Well, guess what? When that happens, that time you won't have no defense. You won't have no protection. You won't gonna get what's up because the Most High is gonna give these men, the men of the Lord, He's gonna give them spiritual discernment. So when you come and want to be one of those 7 women to take hold of that man, you're gonna get denied because you're not gonna have access. That man ain't gonna want to deal with you. It's only certain selected women that the Most High is gonna allow that to be joined unto that man. And if you're not right, the Most High ain't gonna allow you to join that with that man. You got anything else? Yeah, right here. Got it?
Oh, right here. This is Sirach, chapter 26, verse 22. It says, "And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband."
Yeah, a harlot should be counted as spittle. The spittle is the lowest. It's like scum on earth. Like to spit on the ground. Who cares about that? Nobody cares about spit on the ground. But read it again.
It says, "And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband."
Yeah, she's a tower against death to her husband. Why? Because she comforts him. A woman is supposed to comfort, nurture, and provide good feelings for that man.
Right.
You know?
And women get it backwards. They think that men don't need comfort as well.
Right.
Women are about, oh, you need to comfort me. You know, you need to attend to my needs. Well, there's a balance in it too. You know, men, we want a woman to take care of us, make sure that we good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna provide, do what we gotta do. But at the same time, women feel like all that should be for them only. You know, when we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. You know what I mean? Shit, we want our shoulders rubbed. You know what I mean? We want discipline. You know what I'm saying? We want humility. You know what I mean? But see, you women don't have that here. It's very few that you'll find that actually do those things.
Woman is supposed to be a pillow of rest, not a pillow of stress.
Right. Yep. It's say a well-instructed mind is in other words, comfort to a man. You know what I mean? A woman that knows how to apply listening, man. You know? See, women like that, they're gonna be better off than a woman that's just boisterous, loud, and just think that she got it. The word that she speak against a man, she ain't never gonna have to own up to it. You know what I mean? Like, women are really lovers of fantasies, man. You know what I mean? They're just lost in this fantasy world. But when it comes down to reality, that's when women break, man. You know what I mean? So guess what? The Lord is balanced too. A woman that has been, doing what I'm gonna say a woman that has the good qualities, she's gonna be presented to a man of the Lord in that time. You know what I mean? And she's gonna be well taken care of because she's gonna give that man some comfort, some rest. You know what I mean? She's gonna offer the little things that we need. That we don't ask for much as men. Right. You know what I mean? We don't ask for much as men. Women just do this, do that, we be straight. You know?
Right. Men's not complicated. Men are simplified.
No,
Men don't want a lot.
No,
men don't have like lurking eyes with this. Oh, I want that. A woman, they love anything flashy.
Right.
They want. They continue to want.
Yeah.
Men aren't like that. Just give the man the things that he desires and wants, and everything will be fine. Right. He'll give you the things that you want if he's able to.
Right.
You know, men don't want a whole bunch of stuff. It's like peace. Men like peace and quiet. Men like to rest. He like to chill. He like to be cool. He don't wanna fight with you.
Nah.
When he come home, he done fought the whole world. When he come in the house is supposed to be a house of sanctuary with peace.
Right.
You know, he needs to be coming home to a clean house, a clean smelling house, with some food in there, and greeted by his woman with love and affection. You know, fervent affection for him.
She like, you drink too much.
Help him take it. Hey, you know what? This is the funny thing about this. When it comes to bars and happy hour, you can thank the woman for that.
Oh, yeah.
Women are the reason why a man got to go have happy hour, have a drink before he go home and deal with the dragon.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why the scriptures say I would rather keep house with a dragon than a wicked woman. A lion and a dragon than a wicked woman.
That's it.
You don't want to come home to this. Or you'll pull up in here, the kid, Mama, Daddy's in the driveway.
Damn.
20 minutes later, Daddy's still in the driveway.
Man.
Because he's sipping. He in the front seat. Yeah, he in the driver's seat sipping. He listening to some calm music.
Yeah.
Because he know this is about the last bit of calmness he going to get. It's going to be commotion in there. Why? Because he's going to get in there. The kid's going to be crazy because she ain't got no real control over him. You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna be on this neck like, why you just now getting 5:30? Didn't you get off at 4:30? What you was doing in the driveway for so damn long?
Stay away from you.
Hey,
Don't let him come home and go straight to the take a shower.
Right.
You want to wash his day off.
Smell your dick.
Who the fuck been sucking you? Fucking you.
Right. Hey, bro, I haven't had that. In the world, I was chilling with my mans, and I'm outside the crib, and I'm like, man, you know, going through it and shit. I'm having a drink. Here come my demon. Doop 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 on the window. Then I can't even have a conversation and have a drink in my car. Come to a man to understand what I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? Without you harassing. Hey, women do that shit, man. That shit is stressful, man.
The man he could have spilled some gas on his fucking pants and stuff.
Right.
Come home and take a shower. She over there accusing him of everything. Like, I got gas on me. I want to take a shower. You ain't got gas on you. Got ass on you. Accusing him of every damn thing, man.
Yeah.
And it's all based on her own insecurity. You know?
Hey, it'd be better if we had an extra help, you know, extra income. Shit, you got an extra friend to talk to. You know what I mean?
You over there watching the meat, she over there cutting the veggies.
Right? You know, everything is
all
good.
good, you know.
Woman, if you would simplify your life, things would work out so much better. If you just simplify your life, you know what I mean? That's why you need a man to do that.
That's the so-called white man. You gotta blame him when Brother Rick was reading Love Not the World, man.
Yeah.
Because in this world, they teach listen, shall make you free, right? So when you read the scriptures is about that.
Yeah.
It's all about that. That's what the scriptures are about. Women are enslaved to monogamy.
Yeah.
They're totally enslaved.
Yeah.
Like if they would get over the fact of being jealous of this other woman, because here's the thing, they're concerned that if they can bring another woman, will he love her more? Is her sex better than mine? Why does he spend about 30 more minutes with her than me? Like, is he gonna leave me for her? Like, is he gonna pick? If you just have the confidence that no, he's not gonna leave you, he's satisfied with you, like, you know what I mean? Everything is good, then you won't be a slave to that. That mindset of worrying about the wrong shit. And look at this woman as your sister, right? As in addition to the family, an asset, just like you're an asset.
Right.
Just like he's an asset. So all together, you guys are trying your best to cut out all the liabilities. Everybody's an asset.
That's real. That's real.
Because the thing about it is, when you're enslaved to the ways of the world, that's the first step to you losing. So that's why we need the kingdom. We need the kingdom. Why? Because things to be set in its proper order. Because the scriptures say the whole world is out of course. So the ways that you see now is not right.
Man, that's your name. Man, I would love a woman to have a sister, wife, or friend, so she can stop talking to me about all that nonsense. I don't be wanting to hear all that shit, huh? Try to chime in there.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ask your sister?
Right, did you ask her?
Y'all get together. Y'all can figure that
I'll
out.
talk about it,
I
man.
got that. I'll see y'all at dinner.
Right, you know what I mean?
Watch the ball game.
You talk your ear off about shit that you be like, God damn. You know? But hey, we in hell, man. That's why we need the kingdom.
Dude, because even some of the polygamy, even some of the relationships that are like that is still wrong because they having threesomes and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, the women is lesbian or bisexual. They sleep with each other without him.
Oh yeah, that's wicked. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. One at a time. Threesomes is not okay. That's wicked according to our laws. You know, you have sex with your wife one at a time. And then after you have sex,
have any type of
nah,
intimacy with the two of them.
That's what Jake really does mess up at. And then when you do that, you're supposed to clean yourself. You know what I mean? Because every time you have sex, you're unclean because you spilled your seed. You know what I mean? I think it's called copulation. You know what I mean? But, hey,
That's it. I got. You got something else?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, prepare yourself for temptation. What does that mean? You're gonna get tested. Right, so be many tests out there. So prepare yourself. That means the Most High is gonna allow Satan to do certain things to bring and add integrity to you. You know, them trials and tribulations, them afflictions, them infirmities. You're gonna be put to the test. Right?
Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yeah, set your mind right. Get your mind right, because you're gonna have to endure some things.
Right.
You're gonna be brought forth with obstacles, challenges. Your faith, the gift of the faith that's been given to you, is gonna be put to the test. So with that faith is being put to the test, what does that mean? The scriptures say, if you have faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. That's not talking about a mountain that you look up and see in the sky, that's over all the buildings and everything. That mountain represents what? Obstacles and challenges, difficulties. And the ultimate mountain is talking about is a government. The government is going to be putting challenges to you. And we're going through that now with all these mandates that's going on right now. It's going to get, like the brother was going into earlier, the brother Ira was going into that earlier about how they trying to box you in and corner you. They're going to be taking privileges away. These are those obstacles. You can't go run and get the juice or run and go and get the Quran and then take it out later because you don't want to be what? You don't want to be tested.
Right.
You want the easy route. No, you got to go through it. We got to go through these things, you know what I'm saying? And we got to lean on our faith.
That's it.
The gift of faith was given to you for a purpose.
Yeah.
It wasn't given for you to hang on so you say, I got it.
Yeah.
It's given to you to be put to use. Right?
It reads, and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Right. Don't make a haste decision because trouble is in front of you. You pray to the Most High. You keep faith that He's going to be there for you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, bro. Like, pray, you've been given the name, you have full access to the name, belief. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say the ones who are going to be saved by what? By their faith and by which they believe. Get that, matter of fact. You go over there, bro. Get that 2 Corinthians 9.
Pray.
Yeah, it's like 9 and 7. Because it's gonna be some things that's gonna be happening, man. Some things that's gonna be going down that's gonna rock people's socks. They ain't gonna be able to cope with it. They ain't gonna be able to mentally handle it.
That's right. Yeah, bro.
You gotta agree with that.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 7. It says that everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed.
Right. That's how you're gonna escape. By where you believe, your faith, and your works. So that means it's gonna be all utilized.
Yeah.
It's not given to you, in vain. Right?
It reads,
Well, hold on, you said you had something else, right?
Yeah.
You want to get it now?
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 18, verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
Right, pray and not to faint. Because, and we're going to jump down in there. And where this brother at and tell you what happens to those who lose patience, who faint-hearted. That means you can't give up, man. You can't start having doubt and disbelief and get disenchanted.
Yeah, don't even entertain the thoughts.
Yep. Rebuke them sharply.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Whatsoever brought upon you, take cheerfully. Now that's not a simple, easy thing to do, because we are in this flesh.
Yep.
The things that we go through is serious.
Yeah.
We feel it.
Hell yeah.
The most if Satan is allowed to do things to you, he put it to you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't. He goes to the max of what of the abilities that the Most High gave him to tempt and test you with.
Hey, remember Job?
Yep.
But remember though, the beginning of it was a bet.
Yep.
So when you think about it spiritually, the Lord has a righteous bet on you.
Yep. And another thing, it was a bet. So Satan trying to win that bet.
Right.
He was trying to show prove to the Most High that look, he'll curse thee. He went through the steps. Oh, he said, you know, take what he has and he'll curse thee to thy face.
Right.
And he took away everything he had and held his integrity.
Man,
And he kept his faith and he didn't break. Then he said, reach out and touch his flesh.
Yeah.
Then he'll surely then he'll deny thee. He said, what did the Most High say? He said, okay, go ahead and do what you do, but save his life.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't kill him. You can do anything but kill him.
Yeah.
So, and that's exactly what Job did, Satan did to him.
Yeah.
Which means Satan has limitations.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he can only do what the Most High allows him to do.
Right. Yeah.
So when and that just lines up with, matter of fact, hold that, get 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. So that lines right up. Satan only can do a certain amount to you. And the Most High knows exactly how much you can take. Everything is tailor-made for you.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Right, so the Most High allows Satan to do just enough to you that the Most High know that you can bear.
Man, that's it.
And he can't go past that. He can't give you more on you that you can't handle. You can handle everything that comes your way.
That's it.
So you have to know that. You have to know, like, what I'm going through is definitely I can deal with.
That's it.
That's
it.
This is verse 4.
Hey, you know, if I could say, it just be spiritual. Keep your eyes open for spiritual signs that the Lord will show you to let you know that He's with you.
That's right.
All right? When that flesh is feeling it, just look for the spiritual signs.
Yep.
It'll comfort your mind.
That's right. They'll appear too. Those spiritual signs will appear. Hell, he might just still have the spirit just tell you in your brain, to speak to you.
Right, yeah.
Like I'm tempting you right now.
Right.
But it's for your own good.
Right, yeah.
Right?
This is verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Now that's all down. Now we getting down to the reason why you're getting tempted and tested like that. You're getting tempted and tested like that for the simple fact that we have impurities being in this flesh. With these chains of darkness, we're subject to sin,
That's it.
which makes us unclean and makes us filthy and dirty.
That's it.
Because everyone sins.
Yep.
And the wages of sin is death.
Yeah.
And the scriptures tell you that the elect is blameless. Lord willing, we part of that number.
That's right.
So if the elect is blameless, then you got to be encouraged. You gotta. The Most High is gonna cleanse out those impurities.
That's right.
And what's that fiery trial, bro? Get James 1 and James 1 and 1. Yep. James 1 and 1. Yep.
Before we've been scattered.
Yeah. Yep. You just keep reading. The point is like in the second verse. The fire is what fire does. What fire is a major cleansing agent. Right. You know, the way to cleanse. Go ahead.
This is James 1 and 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Read it. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations.
So when you're going through these different trials and tribulations, you're going through it, count it all joy. Because that's part of the purging out the impurities in you. Turning you from a rock, a stone, to a precious metal, which is gold. Keep going.
It reads, it says, knowing this, that the trying of your patience I'm trying to trying of your faith work in patience.
Yep.
But let patience have her perfect works, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Right, and that patience represents long suffering. Now get what is it? Get get 1 Peter 4:12.
Want to get it out?
Come.
Hope that's a rock. You got what you got already? Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial.
Think it not strange concerning the fiery trial. The fiery trials is what's purging you and turning you in from that all them impurities out of you so you can be fine gold. Right?
It says, which is to try you as though some strange thing happened unto you.
It's not a strange thing happened unto you. It's appointed to you. Right?
Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahushua Mashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Why? Because you're joint heirs if you're part of the elect. So if you're a joint heir, you got to be joint with the suffering he had. And then you, when he gets his glory, you take part and you receive glory with him. Because you're joint heirs with him. So go back to that Sirach.
I got one.
Go ahead, you can read.
This is Malachi 3 and 2. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? But he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver.
To refine something is to make it fresh or new or better.
Right.
So if you get a pair of shoes from the, or not a pair of shoes, let's say you get a metal or something and it's got scuffs in it and stuff. You want to file it, and then buff it, and then shine it. You refine it.
Right. And the part of the refining process is that you put so much heat to it and you cleanse it of all that dross to the point that you can literally start being able to see the pureness of it, and the reflection of it afterwards, to where you can see yourself in it.
Yeah.
So in the end, that's what we want the Lord to see within us, is his image, his spirit. Okay. And that's a part of us going through these trials to become what? Perfect unto the coming day of our Lord. Because when we want when Yahushua sees us, he's going to see that purity in us. He's going to know these are my friends.
Right. They're acceptable.
They're acceptable.
Go back in, it's going to say it.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Verse 7, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy.
Go back up to about the gold is tried in front of that verse.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way.
Read it again.
Come.
Slow down a little.
Come, Sirach. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace.
Acceptable men. That's the brother was going into. He wants to see his spirit in you when he comes back.
That's right.
Then you'll be acceptable.
That's right.
You know, beam him up.
Yeah.
I see my spirit in him. He's one of my servants that sits so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem. Come up hither. Isaiah 26 and 20. Enter into that chamber so the indignation be overpassed. Being delivered from that destruction. Go ahead. Because at that point, you've been refined as gold, a precious metal, stone. Mere metal. Go ahead.
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Verse 7, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall.
I mean, wait and have patience. Suffer this time that we're in and all this shit that's going on. Suffer it till he comes. Don't go back in the world.
Fuck
Don't
that.
don't fall out.
Fuck that. We're too far in this thing, man, to be thinking about going back into the world.
What you gonna have, man?
What you going back to?
You don't have nothing, man. Destruction in the missile for your head. That's it on that, bro.
So it goes a little bit more on this one.
Go ahead.
It says, and he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, and they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness.
Right. Because the elect is what? The elect is the first fruits. That's that sacrifice. And that sacrifice extends to the individuals that are the elect.
Yeah.
The elect has sacrificed their lives on here.
That's it.
The elect don't see. That's why the scriptures say that they weren't defiled with women.
That's it. Yeah.
They weren't defiled. They were untouched by these different philosophies, by these different doctrines, these different religions, these different promises that the so-called white man will give you. Yeah, they didn't get attached to this. And this was, and that was even before they found the truth. The Most High woke them up.
Yep.
The Most High kept them separated from that.
Yep.
And if a brother was on his way to doing something like that, he got pulled out of that.
Yep.
Which there are plenty of brothers that had talents and gifts. It could have been something major in the world.
Right.
But the Most High didn't have that for them because you had brothers that could have went pro in pro sports. They went pro all right. They got drafted into whatever camp they in.
That's right.
First round.
Man.
Drafted in, you know what I'm saying, in this camp, in that camp.
Yep.
While other people in the world got drafted to some football team or some basketball team.
Yep.
But the only difference is they playing for the so-called white man, and the hopeful elect is playing for the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right. That's right.
And that's a never-ending contract.
I'll break that
Up to
one.
verse 14, bro.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
That's for those who fell out. What will you do when the Lord shall visit you? You will be beat with many stripes.
Right, man.
You're going to catch it worse than somebody who never knew the truth.
Man.
Because you went back in the world, you lost patience. You didn't want to suffer until he comes. You didn't want to wait thee upon him.
That shit crazy.
So therefore, you will be judged for that. Mashapatnium is coming your way.
Damn. I get your ass drafted.
I know it.
Damn.
So
Yeah, so, and, you know, through the spirit, Yahweh B'Shem Shai had us pretty much flowing through the wind, you know what I mean? Hitting every point, and we pray that this camp was edifying to those that tuned in. We want to say water to you brothers, man. Much blessing to you and your household, you know what I'm saying? Stay strong. All right, Yahweh B'Shem Shai is making moves, okay? And this devil cannot do nothing unless the Lord allows him to, man. So keep praying, you know, for the Akim, you know what I mean? Pray for the apostles, man. You know, we want to close it out by saying, Rakateh Yahweh, Rakateh Yahushai, Rakateh Yahweh, Rakateh Yahushai, the water. Hey, call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, mercy, and citation, hopefully, to the elect. And with that, we want to say shalom until next time.
Shalom.
Shalom, Maki.